the CT side that requires the most synergy in order to find a comfort level where you can perform. He was going for a lot of duels and he was taken down by Nico. However, Nico on the G2 side is probably one of the best banana players, so the quality that Frozen is up against, of course, is very, very high in vitality, but I would argue no one is as good as Nico on that T side. So maybe the work conditions is slightly more healthy now for Frozen. A player we haven't mentioned at all in this segment coming into this game is Brokey. Brokey on the AWP, the most expensive gun you have in the game. Of course, he needs to show up as well. And the way Brokey is playing, especially on Inferno, close combat Counter-Strike. He wants to be on the side. He wants to be in the smoke. He wants to be affected by a flash so he can do some sort of ridiculous flick that makes him feel comfortable. He needs to step up and he needs to be annoying towards vitality. No Brokey, no win for FaZe Clan.
If we want to also shine the spotlight on Apex here, this is a map where he has been just devastatingly strong. He has had such strong rotations and ideas, even if the game plan for Vitality isn't going accordingly for the first 5-6 rounds, they have made the necessary adjustments to right the ship. On top of that, his individual performances, when he has changed up his spots, when he has realized, I'm not holding down this B site with Flames, he slots in a different player,
right now. My beard be kind of crazy right now.
Be it even just taking over another player on top of that, another rifler, and still Apex has done so well in reading what the opponents are doing and rotating to the proper spot in order to make sure that he finds value, and he has been keeping himself alive. That is such a welcome sight for Apex that he is not just throwing his life away needlessly, which was such a problem for him before the switch to CS2.
Gentlemen, just a couple of minutes before we're kicking off this grand final. That means one thing only, predictions time. Is this going to be back-to-back goals for Vitality, or are FaZe going to claim sweeps through revenge? I'm going to start off with you, Jacob. How do you think
different with the hair today?
I think it's incredible.
I literally just got out of the shower,
I see it
bro.
as a 50-50 game in reality.
I mean, like,
it was so close in Copenhagen. I know Vitality ended up winning that game 2-0, but we all agreed it probably should and could have been a 3-mapper. I expect the same today. I expect all 3 maps. I have an inkling feeling that Frozen want to do a lot in his
figures with the 100 biddies chat. I'm matching all gifted that goes to Twitch chat and YouTube chat.
Apart from that 1v3 clutch. So just for the sake of it, I'm going to give this 51-49 for FaZe Clan.
Oh, very tight. Very tight.
Taking risks.
This game is, for me, such a coin flip also, and so I'm just going to go with a couple of the key determining factors. One, the best player in the server is Zywoo, so I have to side for Vitality for that reason. And two, Vitality have played slightly better Team CS at this event, and so for my money, they're the better team, they have the better individuals, but I still see it's going 3 maps, and it's going to be close ones at that.
It is going to be Vitality. And I think the chances that Vitality pull a 2-0 are greater than the other way around. Vitality
she is not awake right now, and you don't pay enough to have me go wake her up either.
Test the limit of the map pool and the playbook, and at that game, I think Vitality is ahead. I have Vitality.
Well, we've got our predictions, we've got our maps, and we've certainly got our teams ready. Only one thing left to do. Let's kick off this grand final with Scrawny and Launders.
What's up, Abu Dhabi? Thank you so much for having us, and welcome to the World Final Grand Finals.
Yeah, the #1 ranked team versus the #2 ranked team one last time in 2023. It feels like the stage has been set wonderfully. It feels like all roads at the start of CS2 have led us here to the Etihad Arena to just crown the final champions of this year. And the fact that FaZe come out of the gate in this version of the game as dominant as they were, only to meet their maker. Kerrigan on home soil couldn't get it done. He'll have one final chance, and it is you who sets the stage with us. Abu Dhabi, make some noise!
Let's go!
I don't know, I could have Sicko said it.
We got Inferno up first in the rematch. We saw what Vitality did on Inferno yesterday. They look leagues ahead of everyone else. If there's one contender, it's got to be FaZe.
I'm late once again? Absolutely
not. They're looking for their best game of the event. That's the only way they're going to win this matchup. Yes, they got to this point, but they didn't play Vitality. 2.5 minutes remaining.
Chat, who do you guys got winning?
Not in this form.
Nah, we saved it to the very end, right? Best for last. Kerrigan taking it to the T side on his opponent's map pick.
Diesel, the 45-month resub. Thank you, chat.
Battle
2 minutes
of the
remaining.
minds between Apex and Kerrigan.
Damn, thought I was going to have to watch this
just on an individual level, looking sharper than we could have ever expected to round out 2023. They get a little bit of brackets control.
I don't know, but I got you,
Nothing
dude.
too rowdy so far from this T side.
They're waiting for the flash lane retake. It's not coming yet, just now. Exec will be, however.
Stinky Spoon, thanks for the 10-month resub, thank you.
Full passive setup, sitting and waiting.
Apex smoked out of library. Suddenly Zywoo is going to feel like he is too exposed, so understandably dropping towards pit. His dualies, they go down with nothing. Flamesy from inside of the site dropped out. We do get Apex with a wonderful peek out from library with a player breathing down his back in Brokey. He gets out and ahead of the hit.
Looking for a timing on this smoke. It could be his head. It is. He gets domed by Brokey.
Oh, good trade back from Spinx, though, frozen into the clutch in the first round of the grand finals. And he tucks it in. And they've lost track of him, but there's two of them. And they're both fully health, and they've both hit hard so far this event. Nice push! Glock up close! Oh. To the hands of Spinx. It's Vitality with CT pistol.
Yeah, okay, Vitality gets pistol. On Vitality, okay. We got Zywoo, who's won every single MVP for this organization since he's joined the roster. But when Spinx started playing well, that's when they started winning more than one tournament a year. That's this year. That's Paris. That's Gamers 8. That's the Blast Fall Finals. That's Rio. That's them looking for now the Blast World Final at the end. On either side of the FaZe victories here in CS2, it has been Spinx, the number 2.
Oh, fuck, I hit the wrong button again. God damn it, dude.
Frozen coming into this squad, obviously looking to, I think, touch a trophy as soon as he gets to put on the black and red of FaZe Clan.
He looks so right in that jersey. He really does.
Speaking to Kerrigan at the start of the event, he says any single time FaZe takes to a stage, any single time they're at an event, it's for the win. It's for the trophy. You don't play for FaZe to get a top 8. And so expectations on Frozen.
There's one up. There's one up. Three minutes remaining, chat.
The best North American player to ever do it is who he replaces. Each of these teams with fresh faces towards the tail end of 23.
The best NA player to ever do it.
We talk about the great minds of Apex and Kerrigan, both of them kind of going through the same motions, implementing new stars. Flamesy falling back, done after the one.
Oh, they molly him out and they lose the exchange. Holy shit.
Left over, so they fall back 2-2 to the sites.
It's an effortless high-low setup here with the cover being in the perfect position. Flamesy could actually afford to that. He even gets a kill, so that helps out a lot.
Shower? Yeah.
He's looking for an econ victory. They force up. They have good guns.
I gotta go moisturize at halftime because I feel like a fucking rattlesnake right now, though.
Seconds, not ideal.
Yeah. Happy to see it there rather than at 30, but it
looks like there will be a
refresh of it as well. So.
Yeah, and then an incendiary not long after.
But we've seen a problem sometimes when they try to block.
I fixed it,
There still is a chance for FaZe. They want to brute force it.
They're grouped up, and Mezzy starts to lean closer to Arch. Here comes the execute. Good amount of nades for FaZe to get this done, but there will be a molly front sight, which means Spinx can just stay locked in. And Apex buying a lot of time before that one goes down. They're gonna have to charge through it. Rain down to just measly points of health, and Spinx is a single kill. Remember, 10 health here for Apex. If he wants to charge down this bomb, it's little bits of HP, and he can't stop it. So we've got a force buy.
Kerrigan saves it. Oh, they pop in.
And they're not able to get off site. Kerrigan trades right back, and Zywoo's there to take them both down. His SMG succeeds, but it's a costly conversion for Vitality.
It is, yeah. That's a clutch for Vitality, but as you mentioned, it cost a lot. So 10-second Defuse comes in, and FaZe will at least have made some money on this round. It could have been worse for sure. They ran in through a smoke, had to run through a Molotov as well, and if there wasn't an instant dink on Spinx, you better believe they wouldn't have even got that plant off. So here we go. Between Rain and Kerrigan, the entries of FaZe consistently coming in at 25% of the opening attempts for FaZe. Linking that one together.
You know, Kerrigan's been giving us some uncharacteristically good rounds as of late, but it's hard to catch up to Apex.
Kerrigan's been good lately.
Much better.
Also, for whoever just watched yesterday, not so much, obviously.
Fair.
Yeah, so Kerrigan's been good for sure, but he has actually kind of
got rooting for? Slightly.
That won't cut it now.
Early kills for him.
Oh,
a lot of pressure out of this.
Man, those were two pretty big opportunities. They were walking up, weren't expecting someone to be there, missed their shot. But what's important for the CTs is they stay alive.
What's important is FaZe is chasing chat.
Automatic rotation.
Right. They force back-to-back rounds now. Trying to break Vitality.
We've almost got a Na'Vi-esque setup out of Vitality with the amount of passive angles being held with low information. Let's see if their read is correct. We're going to follow that bomb.
Numbers not here for Vitality. We talked about Mezzi, obviously at times questionable in the pit. The new piece of Vitality. He who stands just behind Zywoo. The one who casts the greatest shadow for this squad. And now he's just tucked down behind box. They get really deep before any CT starts to try and pull them back. Beautiful delay here. And one player out.
Dude, Spinx, holy shit. Wait, but the what?
Frozen's double, but the smoke comes up. And now Frozen's stuck inside sight, goes for the bomb plant. Gun comes out. There's a gap on the side of this, I think. Zywoo presses alongside, sure enough, just coming out and catching Frozen on timing.
Yeah, that was brave. They couldn't go through the smoke right away because of the reload, but they still were ready to go through at the same time. Impossible to break up that split. And that fresh smoke, that would have given Frozen too much.
Vitality
let on M4 or A4 versus A1 preference, man. I switch between the two all the time.
Considering that they were getting wrapped fully, right? That's the idyllic split for the T side. They get arch control.
Did Vitality change coaches? Was Zonic went to Falcons,
so yeah. Put up frags like this. When FaZe look back on this round and they think, okay, well, we could have definitely tricked them both easily playing within the site. Another close round, but another close round win here from Vitality. Yesterday, we saw them go down 6-1 versus Na'Vi on Inferno. It looked so ugly at first, and they came back into that game. Yeah,
what brought them back, of course, was some of those more aggressive peeks out towards the A site, putting Zywoo's off on mid, just getting eyes in apartments, and pretty consistently catching Bit over there for Na'Vi specifically. You know, that'll now be Rops in this instance, in this head-to-head, who's on the other side from the front line. Flames onto Frozen to kick it off, and good grenade damage as well. There's a little bit of a chase here from Kerrigan. He has found timing that could very well catch a half-health Flames off guard. Yes! Kerrigan wastes no time getting into the site. Brokey,
damn, what a shot by Brokey.
Just like that, B-site crumbles.
Yeah, that's it. That's an off-game plan play out of Kerrigan. Just heads up. Decided to make the decision. Wasn't spotted and noticed that they were in the middle of rotating out. That's something that he needed to do.
Kerrigan smelling blood in the water on the B site. Even with his support in Brokey being half health because of the grenade, Kerrigan still tries to make that happen. And with it, FaZe's 4th round is the first on the board.
This is why we always talked about them as LAN Clan. And those are the kind of plays that they're willing to make. And it's not actually Kerrigan who is often the one to make the play. It's everybody else who has the ability to come forward with an aggressive lurk, for Rops to peek out of halls, for Twist to try to peek something as well. And Kerrigan can do it too. You know, this is FaZe showing the range. More than just a game plan team, more than just a system that executes. There are 5 autonomous individuals that are armed with all the knowledge that they need to make informed choices, even if they're alone. And in this circumstance, he had his team behind him. Perfect cover here from Brokey.
Yeah, that was a nice one by Brokey. The follow-up was so clean.
He felt the punish coming.
Why did I think that was stun up for a second, dude? Is it the glasses?
Can't help it when they're this big. FaZe on the big screen.
That's
it
nice.
May just be their first and the 4th, but man, there were openings in each of these rounds.
Yes.
So
that was actually the most unlikely one that they won. They were so close to closing out the other rounds, yeah.
4 tight rounds of Counter-Strike. Really all we can ask for between these two teams, ranked number 1 and 2 in the last match of the year.
Damn, look at all these golden kappas, bro. What the hell? Whose stream did you guys hit up?
Better day, but they survived anyway. Opening here for Zywoo,
stealing
but it's
or
not on
what?
Rops. Right? That's the important thing. It's not on Rops inside of mid as a lurk. It's just on Rain. So their plan's still under guys.
Only had a golden cap this morning. Do you?
Apex again looking to support Flames in the backside, but dies to the smoke spam. Flames looking to carve a player off the top, but it's just the pit push first. Kerrigan on smoke, gets himself a second. I mean, he's off to the races. 6-3 start.
Bro, Kerrigan is him right now.
Everybody is playing off the
best performer on FaZe
right now. We saw what Zywoo did from that position.
What the fuck?
This is so key, that FaZe. They jumped up for a second, but they didn't commit over like you would in CSGO. Now, is there a chance that they go for this retake? It looks like they're intent on punishing exits. It's 3v3, lots of time left on the clock, but they're walking away from this one. So again, if we compare this to previous rounds, CSGO, you jump up oranges, you clear it as your teammates go all the way across to the grill, and then you start to clear the back of the site. You punish the left side peak from the top of oranges from quad, you punish the right side peak from grill, and then you take the site. But in CS2, that smoke is so poofy from coffins, it's working out very well for the CTs to push out. And if they committed, Flames would have definitely got a pick off, if not two.
Oh, you could see him staring at oranges. Hell, the first player almost climbed all the way up.
Yeah.
Decided not, went pit.
Two of them did that, yeah. They're breaking habits right there. And this is 4v5.
And Zywoo, obviously, just so clean, snaps back, right? You try to get a flash on him, get him off his angle, but Zywoo mechanically just the best. Kerrigan doing great things at the start of map 1 here. You know, feels like very much so. Vitality's floor has risen thanks to Apex, third highest rated player behind Mezzi and Zywoo coming into the last match of the year. Kerrigan hoping to go tit for tat tonight. Again, FaZe gonna take a quick look towards that banana. A little bit of pressure, as it has been.
Yeah, these are two inspiring rounds. I thought this was going to be a 5-0 start, and FaZe were going to claw back into it, but they got their X Factor round early. And I think they survived a couple of disappointing losses as well within this already. So we start off with a very exciting game. Now, Vitality down to their bottom dollar on this round. Low grenades on Inferno is first sign of a loss. You need to have that more than you need to have good guns. They almost don't have both. Now they have the AWP, at least on Zywoo.
All right, it's in the microwave, boys.
And he has been swinging it lately.
Yeah, but nobody...
Oh my God, they're trying it again, but guns out this time? Yeah. They're just more careful.
Zywoo will miss a shot, and Spinx is instantly dead. But Mezzi's position with this SMG, he could just peek off the side of it. No second kill out of him. Zywoo in the pocket, the most dangerous man in the server, and Apex has come through already. Missed quick scope, desperate bomb plant. Zywoo's burning.
That's big.
Almost dead, 4 health left, all he has to work with. We're gonna get a slow wrap as Rops looks for the impact, and Zywoo, he can sense him, but he can't see him. Rops comes wide, gets the clear. And now the last CT's slow to the approach. Flamesy off of middle.
Yeah, I know where he's coming from now.
For FaZe in the pocket.
He can give him full info, at least.
It's gonna have to be sick headshots coming out of Flames here. A close approach. The lead is on the line. FaZe tie at 3.
Oh man, are FaZe gonna have more fight this match? Because that's what we're seeing right now. 3-round comeback. On the site hit. Multiple guns failing.
I'm surprised I would decide to try to shoot him through that smoke, to be honest.
A couple of these players. MP9 doesn't do enough.
And afterwards, my man ran through for 96 damage in the molly.
Even 1 kill in that retake, and I would have wondered, is there a chance?
Best fruit for oatmeal? Probably blueberry, but I'm out of blueberries. I got some raspberries right now.
Vitality are getting caught off a little bit.
Ooh, but give Zywoo enough chances, he's gonna hit something.
Yeah.
Early scout damage for Rops to deal with. But that scout's not supported by much. You just said the utility is essential. Barely any of it here in round 7. Vitality were caught early on versus Na'Vi yesterday. 6-0 lead to kick off Inferno before the CT side started to get more aggressive. And we've seen a glimpse of that, but I do feel like Vitality had already just returned back to more passive.
Mango, thanks for the 6-month resub.
Hyper passive at times in the A site with 2 players.
Thank you for the resub. Thank you.
Right now it's top orange. Kerrigan snaps up, gets there.
Oh, and they don't even try because last time Brokey was posted on this.
Kerrigan activated, baby.
Another double for Kerrigan on the B play. Shurikul exposed to Zywoo on the cross, but now that the smoke's there shouldn't be an
Vitality,
issue.
don't go too crazy, please. Hey, Zywoo.
Brokey almost
I need to go grab my oatmeal. Are you good?
Tagged. You've got Brokey tagged. That's Zywoo setting up the pistols.
Okay, yeah, we're
just sends a couple rounds through smoke and takes the head off.
This is massive for Kerrigan's story at this event. This is a great way to start this map. And him being the tip of the spear on that first walk-in is where they started, and now they're 4 rounds back on the comeback. Don't think this is going to happen, Mezzi, but let's see if he can get any punishes. dancing with death right now, but I think there is an incentive here for the CTs to try to get a kill, because almost every round so far has been 2 or less alive for FaZe. This will be the first where they have 4.
So not only
Spinx failing a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Messi not getting 2 on that pit round. FaZe struggling with his spray. FaZe are mad about the fall final.
I mean, as they should be, right? Denying Kerrigan a trophy lift on home soil, denying FaZe the continuity of being the best CS2 team out of the gate. You know, nobody will ever touch the Ninjas in Pajamas, but FaZe were making that run.
That's what they were trying to be at the beginning of the new game, essentially.
And their streak soured by Vitality.
Big time. And it was well earned. It was well earned from Vitality. I mean, their strugglesome event was Sydney, where Zywoo only got like the 1.10, which is human. And for Vitality, they had to let sort of FaZe take over from that point. But they came back right in at the end, at the fall final, to end the streak. Their aim is to make FaZe look as bad as possible here at the World Final, and FaZe want revenge.
All right, chat. Everyone, we had some blueberries. W.
8 rounds deep, full buy. Ironically, this time,
WW.
No way he presses this again. We saw what happened when he tried to test Apex, but now it's versus Zywoo. Oh, Kerrigan!
He's finding all the timings right now.
And he's able to jump into the arch. Perfect space creation here from Kerrigan. He has the CT player scrambled. Suddenly Apex versus Kerrigan and Spawn. I mean,
they're looking for him now. His team wasn't ready to exec, but he's broken apart the structure a little bit.
He was so fast, but as is Spinx getting back into his slot towards this A site, if they think they can just overwhelm, the numbers are here for the defense. Mezzi pulling Rain off of the approach. Now half of the pack still stays back, but Rops will hold the front line. And it's man advantage CTs for now, but it's delayed.
Yeah, they need to be prudent about their rotations and still get information, and they do that, but Brokey trades back.
There we go.
What a fight.
Kill for Brokey. We've been waiting to see it, and now he finds his mark.
This arch timing is vicious right now.
Timing. They don't know if the lurk is coming in, but
Spinx is going to try to move to pit, but then does Apex move after? Oh no, Spinx is going the whole way for info. Okay.
For Vitality's information.
Yeah, that's probably honestly better. Oh, wait, he's coming back.
It's frozen.
Oh, they should know he's here.
Ooh, and as he looks away and gets dinked, it is a perfect shot from Brokey.
Oh, now they need a massive failure to lose.
Look at the health.
2 players who are just confirmed to be dinked. But 20 seconds, they gotta go.
3.
And they're gonna have to run. They're gonna have to throw caution to the wind, and this will bring them straight to the crosshair of flames. This should be an easy pushover. Sure enough, bomb hits the deck. Second one's dead. The dink set him up.
Yeah.
Clean shot from Brokey, but that dink on the second player means no support for the trade towards B.
That delay in the mid round is a little bit sort of, you know, you wouldn't see that, I think, with Twist in the map. Now, it's not like Frozen doesn't know how to play a mid round, but you wouldn't see them taking too long in that situation. That's still this period where they're getting used to playing with each other, okay? An instant trade right there would have spelled disaster, but I mean, Flamesy, that was a layup for him. Those low HP players. They couldn't find that last frag. They run into B. They die.
That's what I do.
FaZe use a first timeout
after
losing that round.
Primer, thank you.
And this is such a close game already. It's been a great start, honestly.
I can't believe some of the antics that Kerrigan's getting into. That press through smoke 2 rounds ago into Apex holding CT cross. And then this last round, I mean, he just took it to Zywoo.
Kerrigan's going kind of crazy.
Zywoo off guard.
To be honest, you know, that was like 2020 Kerrigan when he was the scout IGL, when he was being overly aggressive back then. In this situation, it still worked. It doesn't convert into the round. And the worrying part about when it was 2020 and he did that, the reason that IGL stopped doing this is because they got so far apart that they couldn't capitalize on the information they gathered. And in this situation, there were 4 players that couldn't take advantage of the broken structure. So, I mean, I love that he's had so many good rounds like this, but that one maybe wasn't perfect.
It's a great opening kill for Flames as he runs the risk of peeking down Banana, but it leaves FaZe down a man. And looking to respond.
Pick early, immediately 4-1.
General culture right now of just trying to scrim it, take some fights, and it's work to get them back into the map.
I feel like FaZe knows this though.
Eyes fall on Rain here in round 9. One of the few pieces of FaZe that isn't online at the moment. 1 and 6.
Vitality are probably going to fight mid or just rotate immediately, right?
Towards brackets. It's got
there we
Spinx
go.
occupied. Another smoke.
If I'm FaZe, I'm thinking about B again, just because of how weak the rifling is.
And he just missed it, but I think he saw the barrel.
Oh, this spot just grows with strength.
I think one thing I don't like about watching matches right now in CS2 is how loud the quick switches are.
That still remains above Mezzi's head in terms of his ability to anchor
and makes me unsure. Like, I know they can't hear it, but man, it makes me feel like they know so much more information right now.
But there's a chance for Rain to bring it back. A duel that he loses. Spinx ready for another, but Brokey gets the better of him.
Very nice trade from Brokey.
It's a single-man advantage, but it's 20 seconds. Dire straits. And Apex remains in sight as Mezzi looks to hold the line. Brokey's fixated on him. He hit him through the wall. Mezzi's damaged.
Again?
Brokey, 2 shots through the wall and another on the site. Just like that, the awper makes the difference. But the round's not over.
What in the fuck?
We've got Vitality nearby. Vitality pressed through, spotted out. Brokey's in the open. Down he goes to his counterpart. No way Kerrigan can do this again. He shoots, and Zywoo closes.
Then he got caught out in the open.
Zywoo just doesn't go down.
He has countered all the
I don't
explosive
think
moments
Cash
so
is
far
coming
at
back
this
to the
event
map
when it
anytime
took
soon.
taking the
Honestly,
wind out of
I
Imma's
enjoy
sails
pugging
yesterday
Cash,
on
but that
Inferno
map is
into
like.
He is the clutch denier.
I think if we're playing Cash now, I'd be bored of it really quick.
Beautiful shots coming out of Brokey here. This double,
dude,
and then into the site.
Yeah.
Fun map to pug.
Zywoo is forever. A round is not won until he goes down. Relief on Apex.
Yeah. They brought it up on the desk. He's the best player in the server.
Leave board and Mirage.
Vitality that's just,
me too. But Mirage is a better map than Cash.
A persistent feature. It's not something.
9 rounds of Counter-Strike, and we got the fireworks we were promised.
Yeah. Yeah. It just couldn't ask for a better start to the World Final right now.
Half buy coming out of FaZe.
That doesn't make Mirage not boring, though.
See if they group up and push. Spinx ready with support behind him. The smoke does section them off, but it's only the single.
It's only the single. That's a consistent thing here for Vitality. FaZe getting the X Factor frags. It's a great trade back.
Of responsibility for Zywoo right now. Solo banana hold. And a whole pack of FaZe Clan coming his way, but show him a shoulder and he'll take your soul. It's frozen down and everybody else on the chase. A fast rotation back from Flames. Zywoo hits that. Spam comes through. You cannot move this guy. You cannot best him.
Bro, I don't.
Your pistols mean nothing in the face of the best.
The wide left side peek.
Not a single shot missed in that
it's
sequence.
Bro and Jimmy.
Wow. He felt the rush coming. He said, I'm not getting timinged again. Beautiful swings. Cool, calm, and collected, as usual.
Not one shot missed.
Not one shot missed. And it's nice we can say that about Brokey as well.
Yes.
Those two on form right now, we're going to get fireworks. Yeah.
Yes, we will. Frozen, nullified in the opening seconds. And some pretty consistent 5v4s now coming out of Vitality towards the tail end of the CT half. Much like versus Na'Vi. But it's off of the back of a Zywoo 12-4 start. B site closed. Nades too deep.
How many smokes are we going to go through in this game?
He's doing it again.
They're watching for pushes this time around. Surely it doesn't work out. Surely it doesn't work out.
Apex senses it.
Happy holidays.
Smoke starts to fade on the edge. Gets a little squirrely. Another one goes
just
down.
Just for the 20-month reset, thank you.
But Apex cools him off. And takes the risk of running
Happy
back
holidays,
into the corner.
Distress.
I mean, sitting in front of the smoke here.
Lurking in front of the smoke in a situation like this is maybe a liability. Cool. Like they're a 5v3 up right now. They just want to punish any risky plays that FaZe want to try to do.
But it's both sides of the brackets to get pinched, and then Apex comes around and clears the board. Shut down on the B side.
Anubis is my favorite map because it still feels fresh, but
Vitality looks solid.
Yeah, that was Chef's
just
kiss.
the map is a great.
Absolutely.
brawling map.
And,
like
he's
it's
been
small,
feeling the most
it's
of
fast.
the Kerrigan lurk so far. Everyone's been tilted a little bit by it, and that's why I think they
and you can just get into fights very easily.
Now it's another half buy. Now it's round 12.
Damn, homie turned around. That's actually crazy.
Damn. The fiery rounds that got FaZe back to 4 made it feel like they weren't going to stop.
Secret, thanks for the 6-month primer. Thank you. But I didn't use the
vitality
change with Inferno. I just feel like the buildings all feel way too tall, man. Akari, thanks for your 17, and Zent, thanks for your 23, and Wilderness, thanks for your 2-month resub, and Creamstick, thank you for your tier 1.
More to feed off of.
Map just feels claustrophobic as fuck.
Here in half 1 for FaZe.
Blind as a bat, Zywoo survives it. Oh God, they're just gonna keep pushing forward, and Mezzi, easy pickings for the double. Now he's starting to miss, and with those first misses, at least Frozen gets in.
This is
left the door open for the FaZe push.
FaZe needs this 2v3 so fucking bad.
2vx. Final round of the half, and the nades are fantastic.
Jesus.
Brokey blown to smithereens, and the new kid on the block. Waited a long time to put on this jersey.
Hans, thanks for the primer.
Mac 10 in hand, softened up by Apex. He can sense him. And he has certainly softened him up. You can see the desperation of Frozen as he hides into the back of the bomb site now. Only 10 HP. Nice things coming through from the Mac 10, but it is indeed a resurgence from Vitality in this defensive half to get double the round count. FaZe post 4.
Hey,
Chat.
I'm a little worried.
It's not like you're gonna hit it that straight anyway.
Oh fuck, did the ad run automatically? Oh fuck me, I wasn't paying
We're here
attention.
in the always sunny Abu Dhabi for the Blast World Finals 2023. Obviously in Counter-Strike, the wide swing is most important, but here at the Yaz Links, but the backswing. I think it's about time we go find our professional Counter-Strike players and hit the greens.
All right, I got
Set
it.
out.
I ran another one because I don't want it to fuck up.
Well, hello.
Hello, hello.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good on you.
Hey, Glaive, come on in, baby. You Glaive, New Jersey.
Yep. Oh, you like it?
Oh yeah, I like it.
Welcome to your chariot, the Lincoln Co. 05.
Thank you.
Our luxury ride awaits. Obviously, here we are, Abu Dhabi Grand Finals. A great way to end the year. We're mixing luxury with Counter-Strike.
Some people go on walks.
Yeah, I like the bullets great vision
drives
through
to
smoke.
You ever go on a drive to think about your career?
I do sometimes drive. I love to drive.
First of all, are you a petrol head?
For me, it doesn't matter. It's more about how the car feels when you're driving it. So when I get home,
Usually
for a
Vitality or
tournament,
something.
go for a
I think
drive,
I only
obviously
stopped him
it's,
once,
it's
Candyman,
an
no?
important, good feeling to be home.
Of course, you can drive in every car, but there is a special feeling to driving.
Maybe it's twice.
Good car, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to the golf course.
We're gonna go play against Kerrigan and Scrawny right now.
I'm a little worried that Glaive might be a golf player. I've got a hunch, man.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Let's get out there, baby.
Let's do it.
All right, so seems our ride
Let's
of
see those
luxury
swings,
has led us
baby.
down to the tee-off, boys. The winner walks home with a golden Lincoln Co. jacket. Best of luck.
Since I just won the knife round, I'll go first. Congrats.
You can go first.
Good luck, then. Good luck.
We'll take
All right?
this.
I'll remember that.
Good luck.
What is the tactic?
Hit it hard. I just gotta check the wind.
You got this.
Dream big, Connor. Yes, sir.
Hell
Fine,
yeah.
I'm gonna go find my ball.
Huge for him.
Your third ball.
Bro, honestly, fuck this. We should just make all the CS players play golf.
This doesn't feel like a punishment. I feel like the grass is harder.
Good job.
It was a warm-up. It was a warm-up.
Yeah, okay, bro. It's not like you're gonna hit it that straight anyway. Come on.
Whose team are you on, bro?
It's just another major, baby.
Last shot before we went to the sandbank.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Nice.
8 and 9?
8 and 9.
But it was the best shot of the night, right?
Yeah, it was.
All right, so here we are, end of the second hole. So with that, we win, which means we get to ride home in style in the Lincoln Co. 05.
Yeah, whatever. Man. We've won a lot in our
Chad,
CS:GO
I
careers,
watch
so
Counter-Strike players play like 3 holes.
There you go, sir.
This is good for you, sir?
After 3, I might be a bit
good
bored
evening,
just
and,
because.
our
But maybe somebody brings out a more fucked up
Oh,
form,
come
maybe.
on, man.
Across the board, Vitality picking up 10 of the opening duels throughout that map. Of course, every clutch we see, 3 of them in total, also added to the Vitality side. It is the X factor that belongs to Vitality in the first half of map 1.
Yeah, it's crazy to say that because of the rounds and the way that FaZe won them. In looking back now, while we were in it, it was like, whoa, FaZe, they're pretty much unstoppable. They're going to take over this half now. But looking back, I mean, it was a lot to do with Kerrigan trying to find lurks over and over again. And I want to say, you know, not a real thorough game plan outside of that. They were just ready to follow up. And maybe they're happy about the fact that they got these 4 rounds. I'm not sure.
Ooh, Rops, no trade off that. Rops and FaZe staring down the barrel of another 4 versus 5. And you simply cannot be playing catch-up versus the likes of Vitality right now. This is a team that's just playing such clean Counter-Strike.
45 is going to catch up with you sooner than later. Versus Vitality, best form right now. Best form in the world. FaZe there.
Sorry, I'm
sitting patiently. No reaggressions as the clock ticks down, of course. There's no onus on Vitality to go and do something too quickly. But now they'll organize. All right. Robs gets info on middle. Exec's coming.
There we go.
Rain loses his line of sight.
Nice.
He's ready to push through. FaZe gotta do something crazy. And losing Rain in the bomb site, all of a sudden losing the little runway they had to work with. Frozen does
he's got to push him Boiler, right? Go back to Boiler. Okay, Rob's won the Boiler fight. 3v3.
Wait a second.
Brokey's going over Coffins.
Oh, Brokey is such a psycho,
Brokey,
bro.
just like that.
He sets it up.
Flames peeking deep, and they didn't see him. Robs now holds the door, and it's Flames just like that to bring it back to the 1v1. It's Flames versus Frozen. And he's on top of the bomb, halfway there already.
Oh, dude,
he comes
really?
off of it because he hears the footsteps. This is a song of ice and fire, and Flames goes back around to CT. Time on his side. Time
it went both ways.
It's Flames to get the
Frozen thought the crowd gave him up, which I mean,
note.
I thought they
Flames
did,
wins this
but
one,
Flames actually didn't recognize what it was right away.
Vitality.
Then Flames peeks late because he gets freaked out, but then Frozen retaps.
I don't know if he made a footstep. That was the hard part to discern. Frozen could have stuck that all the way down to its final second.
I thought he fast-stepped. I thought Flames just ran towards the back door.
It's almost as if Frozen didn't believe, well, he could get away with it completely. Right? I'm not sure, but it would make sense that Flamesy tried to make some noise right there.
The crowd would naturally make the noise there no matter what, bro. The information went both ways right there. Fucked them both up.
All that matters
Fair
right
play.
now is Vitality get a pistol round
Fair
in this
play.
situation.
That's part of it, man.
FaZe
it
still
is.
on pistols here.
It legitimately went both ways, and it could have benefited both of them. It actually, it only benefited fucking Flames there because he had the bomb down, though, because they both didn't fucking make the right read. They were like, oh, shit.
You've got 8 health between Vitality, their 10th round win, and this A-bomb site.
It definitely didn't go both ways. No, you don't. You think only one of them heard the noise from the crowd, not the other?
An anti-eco round. They can figure it out. If you don't put enough pressure back in certain situations, they've got you figured out. So FaZe make a blind rotation over
Driven, thanks for the 58-month primer. Thank you.
Okay,
oh, nice
Robs
shot.
doesn't need to see a thing.
Why the hell not? But still so
much
work
said that all the boosts have been tried don't work that well. No, boosts don't work. They don't work.
Smoke in the face as
we've
well.
been through this
Vitality
a
not
billion
playing any
times.
games, not letting this one slide.
Also, it's a fire hazard
Come over to try to make it
in
painful.
most
I think
countries
that's
as well.
Only thing they can attempt now. Surely not going to be able to win this round. No kits, no armor, no
Only
utility.
one got the benefit from hearing the noise, only with hindsight. If Frozen didn't lose his nerve,
now they're trying to block off every single
and he
exit point.
used the crowd,
But
knowing
Spinx
that they
opens
gave
one
him up,
back
he
They
actually
aren't
could have
ready
won
to go
that still.
through
What do you mean?
walls.
Like, actually, though. Right?
And the high health players can stay alive in the pit. We're looking for HEs, an extra shot here or there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're telling me that doesn't happen ever, you just haven't watched enough Counter-Strike yet.
Vitality are so good right now.
Because that does happen all the time. You'll see veteran players when the crowd potentially gives them away, they know how to play around it. And that's what I mean. Information goes both ways. If Frozen held his nerve after he tapped it, knowing that the crowd gave him up, it actually would have forced Flames to peak early.
That's way in the rear view now.
That would have actually secured him the round, because Flames was going to peak, and then Frozen re-tapped it because he got nervous.
First buy coming in for FaZe.
It goes both ways.
If there's anything to say about them in CS2, they've made more comebacks than anybody else. And I'd love to know their overtime win percentage.
Using the result of it at the end to justify saying that only one side benefited from it is, I feel like, kind of a... Well, I'll leave it there.
Looking for a much better CT side.
Already at this event, he has had disastrous opening halves, only to bring back the performance. But that was switching to the T side of 15-month
recent, thank you.
And Nuke as well. That's right.
Bit of a different story here. Luckily for him, Kerrigan tries to pick up the entry fragging instead. And while it did have its moments of glory, Rain will be looking back on this opening map with nothing but frustration. Unless he turns it around now.
Well, thanks for the 58-month reset. Thank you. Appreciate you.
To evacuate that fast leaves a huge gap for Vitality to just slide straight through. Brokey, beautiful lineup. Easy does it. Then a peek off of the short side, but that end gets punished. It's Rops in the depths of the site, regaining vision, but losing his head as Flames knocks him out.
Oh, man, that's it. That's all they get.
I think that's the map.
They die on sight.
That should be the map.
Great utility pressure, right? The flashbangs coming out.
It's too big of a hole, man. And in defense of
them, I'm literally cheering for
Vitality,
this game closer.
these 4 fucking rounds that FaZe have, if you guys remember, they were off the back of Kerrigan.
Completely flat.
Like 2 of them were, rather. 2 of them.
To go for this. Vitality will take to 11 now.
I
2
just
rounds
don't.
Away from closing out Inferno, and this is another series where Anubis wasn't the map pick here of Vitality. It was floated into a ban from FaZe, so it won't be seen at all. And, well, just goes to show you they don't need Anubis, even though they're on a 5-map win streak on that map, if I remember correctly.
Every round's been close, kind of. I know what you mean. Some of the rounds have been close, but honestly, a lot of them have not, in my opinion.
On Inferno.
Numbers-wise, they might have been a bit closer, but I feel like the rounds were...
It's only one event ago we go to Vertigo as the opening map.
With how they're getting into sites and shit, they feel rather definitive right now.
Sure enough, total blowout to the favor of Vitality. FaZe try to wiggle away from it. Met by a similar
and honestly,
situation.
It's got to be the worst performance I've seen for Rain in a finals. Usually Rain in a finals is a fucking god.
Under it.
That's tough, but yeah, it is funny. Like there is a thing where Rain has just had like a abysmal first half and a great second half. It does have to do with the map and side in the situation, as you pointed out. Like he probably should have already been doing a bit better, and that's why. I mean, it was so disjointed.
Fake comeback time.
Him and
Kerrigan, some rounds probably are pretty nice for the mental,
like
right?
Saw, the dink on Spinx at quad. It was Rain into Kerrigan trading it out, but there was less of a tag team. In this match overall. We might end on a solid note here if FaZe don't get something.
Rain just can't buy a real chance. He's in the background behind Frozen, and he's dropped to 40 health. The 2 of them trying to apply enough pressure to keep Vitality at bay.
What's amazing about these 2 IGLs, of course, that the
conversation. At least we didn't get steamrolled. Nah, the rounds at the end are less about the. At least we didn't get steamrolled. Feeling more about just like getting some kills. Like Rain right now just legitimately needs to get some kills.
Come on.
Nah.
I heard that Flames rise.
Nah.
CT peek through and wild blind.
And now Rain is 1-13.
Another.
All right, Savers.
Nasty on the entry, a jumping AK headshot. They're already up 11-4, and he hits him while in the sky.
You're kidding. I'd feel bad if FaZe didn't get so many crazy shots to kick this game off in Apex. Well, he wants in on the action.
He's been so sharp as well.
Wow.
Bro, Vitality
taken to the top of the scoreboard
not missing a beat right now.
Succulent double entry.
And that conversation, you know,
They
Apex
said buy Zonic,
and Kerrigan, something
buy
Kerrigan's
Magus.
famous for. Every time he gets a new player, they do well right away, whether it's a stand-in or a new addition. And it has been great. Of course, he's in a grand final right now with Frozen, of course. His former teammate, to be fair, but still a new system and new roles for him. Apex has done that this year more than once.
That's the thing, right? We sit here and praise Kerrigan for his greatness and his ability to integrate, and apparently his ability to take a couple players with him. But Apex is an in-game leader now. Not the entry fragger we once knew. An in-game leader looking to leave a mark on CS2 without Sonic behind him. Xtaz comes back, and this would be the third roster that Apex has taken to a trophy lift. He already has. You know, that's in his back pocket. To do it twice with Mezzy in their first 2 events, come on.
Yeah, something has to be said about that. I mean, again, it's about shedding this image of him as this entry that we knew for so many years in CSGO. I'm sure he himself struggled with that.
This time Frozen opens up. We put Apex on a pedestal.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
At least
Mezzy, you needed fucking Zywoo?
Taking Zywoo out of the round. He's got some slack to pick
Surely
up
that's in the
it.
contract,
So
and he just loses his contract, right?
Mezzy looking human.
Surely, if you're a Vitality player and you TK Zywoo, you just immediately are unemployed. Right?
Zywoo looking for his, is it 18th consecutive?
I feel like that's got to be in the contract.
MVP.
Oh.
The only player to get MVPs in Vitality's history.
Reigns' first multi-kill round of the entire map.
That's definitely a fine. At least a fine. For sure.
And Spinx.
There you go. That's what I mean, though, is like, they don't, like, fuck the rounds. Raiden literally just needs to kill people.
Very nice, and a good opening from Frozen. We can take it one round at a time because it's FaZe. You never know. Every time they do it, it seems like it's harder than the last time. It's not going to happen again, but all right. Go to Counter-Strike and bowling is Mezzy.
Rain got a kill. Rain got 2 kills.
Just don't look at him.
He might have got 3.
There can only be one king.
No eye contact, and maybe he'll forget. We saw Vitality take 10 rounds in a row versus Navi. That was 9 against FaZe in the middle of the half. Oh! Just like that!
Nah, man. Nah, this guy is just not real, bro.
On an AK, Zywoo comes in with 3.
Bro, it's literally the Zywoo clip from CSGO, but with a fucking AK instead of an AWP. It's literally not fair. It's a different game with a different weapon. Like, fuck you, dude.
That is Zywoo.
Editor, find the clip of Zywoo running up banana with the AWP and then put it side by side with the rifle. I fucking hate it.
Vitality. Every single time you were against the most
not fair, man.
4 easy headshots for Zywoo and another easy
literally
map for Vitality in this head-to-head. Looking to take the crown of CS2 off the head of FaZe and place it on their own. 13 rounds away from being the Abu Dhabi Grand Champs.
True. Thanks for the 300 biddies. Yeah, good call.
V for victory on Vitality's map pick as the black and yellow squad look to speedrun yet another grand final. That was a commanding start to this grand final here in Abu Dhabi, and it's only poetic, it's only perfect that it ends out on the final round, Machu, with a Zywoo 4K, because this man was such a beast on this map of Inferno.
It feels like every year we get to find some of these Zywoo banana plays where he just bulldozers his way through, double entry with the AK, adds a third one, closes it. Listen, this was a team effort on the Vitality side. There were way more than just one player on the server, but I will put it out there. Every single time it looked like FaZe were on the brink of breaking Vitality or winning that round, it's Zywoo who stepped up. The anti-clutch, 1v3 in the post-buy, 1v2 against Kerrigan as well, triple kill with the AWP. He played exactly the way he was supposed to.
Beyond that, this was a game of adaptations for Vitality. We saw that the game plan was obvious from FaZe early on, that they wanted to hammer that B site. That's why they picked that T side. And lo and behold, as always, Vitality come up with the solution just a few rounds in. It doesn't take them long to realize, hey, there's a problem with us right now on the map. So they switch up some of the positions. They play a little bit different towards A, towards B, and that's all they need to do.
I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the most, close game. It wasn't the most entertaining game in terms of scoreline, but the game in the beginning was quite interesting. And I think we should go back to watch some of the rounds in the beginning of that game, because FaZe didn't win the pistol, but they kept on forcing and trying to push the issue. They wanted to make sure that Vitality could never rest on their laurels. They could not get off to a good start. You see them running out of spawn here in the second round. Of course, a full force buy coming in. Not too big of a surprise for FaZe Clan right here. We then move on to the following round. They lost that one again, coming out of T-spawn, a full force buy. They have the money to do it. Again, at the score 3-0, they do it. And this is the round where it finally worked out for FaZe Clan. And that was some of the only rounds they were able to get. They succeeded winning this round. And as you can see on the score distribution right here, they banged off 4 rounds in a row based on that. And I thought, okay, at 4-3 for FaZe Clan, we have a game on our hands. Because as you said, Maui, they were hammering on that B bomb side. They didn't allow they didn't allow Vitality to get off to a good start. But apart from those 4 rounds in a row, they got nothing to offer.
It's a story of adapting and overcoming, and it's exactly what we saw from Vitality just yesterday versus Na'Vi. They made them sweat. They can obviously see holes in Vitality's defense, but it's how they overcome them and how they adapt their game plan to be suiting what FaZe is throwing at them, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's twofold. One fold is obviously strategically you have to find a solution. That's what Maui's talking about. Hey, when we play back defensively to both of us, Flames and Apex, it's not working. We're being abused. What can we do? We can be a little bit more aggressive. We can ask for a third player to be up there. We can bring Zywoo sometimes. But it's also a story of just warming up individually. If you look at the cross replacement and the shots that Flamesy was firing at the very beginning, this was a rough entry, a rough start to the grand final. He missed a couple of shots. The 50-50 duels were not going his favor. He was very much white swinging outside of the cross, and then he steps up. And then suddenly the setup makes more sense.
Flames has, I guess, I don't even know if it's been on record, but we know that he's been sick. He's been sick at this event. He hasn't, I don't know whether it's cold or whatever, but either way, it does seem like he's been slow to start. This isn't the first time I've seen it, but boy, did he warm up into it, man. The T-side entries that he was finding were just disgusting, and the way that actually, once he started to find himself on the CT side too, he started to put down some better defenses, his utility protocols look better, and also he started just calling his own number outright. That way that he just jumped over half wall, killing the player on the other side of it, like, what is that? Like, that seems like a play you're supposed to be making if you're on FaZe Clan, not on Vitality, but he makes it work.
2 grand finals in a row. We praised him against Vitality in Copenhagen on Vertigo for having a monstrous performance at the very first map in the grand final. He's doing it one more time right here. I'm not saying Flamesy is a player that steps up in the grand finals, but we're now seeing it 2 times in a row that he's coming in, he's finding impact despite having a strugglesome start.
And that's exactly why I like that we saw Spinx hot from the very beginning, because that is one criticism that we had coming into the playoffs of Copenhagen. He was very clearly having a cold start, and I love that we get to see some dominance coming in from the very first rounds of this.
You're absolutely correct, and there is this notion of a balance when it comes to the defense. And when you're Vitality and your weak point, your weak spot is actually the B side, naturally you're going to devote a bit more resources towards B. You're going to try to plug the hole over there, maybe with a third player, maybe you're going to give them some utility. So what it means is that Spinx has to make moves like this one we've just seen here. He has to take charge and risk a few plays where if he gets caught out, it can be very complicated. But I felt like whenever he had to make these moves, he got successful. He allowed Vitality a deep breath, clear top mid, clear bracket, send the defense back to B, and for that, kudos.
Spinx's read of the game in this was just phenomenal. To push the archway smoke, to just get that control towards middle, even though he only goes 1 for 1, he gives his team so much information for such an extended stretch of time, and he did that in other positions too. So all in all, Spinx, he seems to be one of those players that late in a round, he's going to make that winning push because so many people just hunker down. They try to play their favorite spot, just lock it down. But Spinx is playing for the team because even if he does die in some of those spots, it gives his team so much knowledge about what's coming in the round.
Well, you know what I'm going to say next. Zywoo highlights. Roll them up, baby. We've got 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and Zywoo showing up to the server. And boy, oh boy, did you do so from the very offset, Jake?
Yeah, I think Matt just said it as well, right? He was finding so much impact. One thing is having a lot of kills on your scoreboard, but every single frag you're seeing is at an important moment in the game. Every single frag you're seeing from Zywoo is dictating the round or dictating the outcome of the round. We didn't see him show up, you know, and hunt a lot of eco frags or get a lot of easy kills. All these are hard-fought kills. You see the entry right here. You saw the AWP action as well. You see the entering on Banana with the AK-47. It is absolutely ridiculous how good this man is at Counter-Strike. And as I said, coming into this game, in my mind, there's no doubt he's the best Counter-Strike player we've seen the past 3 years, and it's not even a discussion.
Well, we do have to flip the script just for a moment and talk a bit about, you know, the deficiencies of FaZe Clan. It doesn't come down to just one person, but I am going to put the spotlight on Rain. He was very, very slow to be starting into this this series, Maui.
Rain had a tough time. I didn't see also on top of that Rops imposing himself in any fashion whatsoever.
Yeah.
Is this going to be one of those Fort Minor highlight reels where it's just Rain and a few kills? Like, is this even necessary?
Trying, you know?
This feels a little rude, actually. I think that's it. I think that's his last kill, right? Okay, one more. That is all right. Four kills. Yeah, not the start you obviously wanted from Rain. I think that the reason though that he definitely had so much trouble with this one is just that the Vitality defenses kept shifting so much. If he's the focal point, if he's supposed to be in an entry position in these rounds, Zywoo was meeting him with the op. Spinx was in an advanced position they didn't expect. There were so many times when he just had to try to barrel into a bomb site, and there's just a crossfire between Vitality players.
And that's the difference, right? Rain actually ended up with more ADR than Messi in this game, surprisingly enough. 44, Messi 41, but there was no one to bail Rain out of the issues, right? You had Zywoo, you had Spinx, you had Apex, all of the players on Vitality firing on all cylinders. As you said, Brokey came alive at a certain moment in the beginning of the game, but apart from that was nowhere to be found. Same could be said for Rups, same could be said for Kerrigan, who had a couple of good moments when it was 4-4 or 4-3, and at that point it was just like the entirety of the FaZe were just missing from the circle.
It's obviously never down to one player, but it is very problematic that I have more images in mind of Kerrigan catching Zywoo off guard towards long than actually Rain. And Rain should be this guy. He should be the tip of the spear, going out either fighting Spinx with a rifle or Zywoo with an AWP. It's not a great position to be in, but anywho, he never really had these moments, and FaZe rely on it. And I think, of course, we're going to talk about the second map, but it is going to be a defining factor. If you have to find strength for FaZe when it comes to Nuke, Rain is named top of the list.
Yeah, potential silver linings for FaZe. Obviously, their map pick lays in wait, and it's a map where we know they want to be claiming some sweet, sweet revenge over Vitality. That map is going to be Nuke, and it's going down after this.
Dude, how we feeling, chat? How we feeling? Wait, I left my water. Fuck. Back. I'm back. Y'all, APB, thank you very much for the 15-month resub. Thank you. Hold on. Oh, yeah, no, we're good. I didn't miss anything. We're good. When's the next pro player break? Pretty much after this. Literally right after this. There's really no pro events for a little while. What up, Crampton? How you doing, man? FaZe makes a comeback. They could. I mean, I don't think FaZe has been particularly good on CS2 Inferno. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've been particularly good. Let me see. Yeah, it's by far their worst map.
Vitality standing tall after a commanding Inferno victory, but now a chance for FaZe to be changing the tides. And we know this is one that has Karrigan salivating at the mouth, Jacob, because what happened last time around in that grand final in Copenhagen on this very map?
Well, we already concluded, obviously, that FaZe ended up winning.
Oh, Demon, they hit me up for it.
But it was a game that was
I just wasn't sure if I had time
for both teams right here. 8 rounds went the way of Vitality, 7 went the way of FaZe on their respective T-sides. Rain was the guy coming out from FaZe playing a fantastic T-side, posting a 1.71 rating over there. So for Rain to struggle on map number 1, now coming into map number 2, it is much, much needed that he will show up on that
Brett,
T-side.
Thanks for the 19
He's the
with
one that's
Palmer,
supposed
thank
to
you.
open up the mess. As you said, you don't want Karrigan to be that guy. He can do it occasionally, but you want Rain to consistently show up like he did last time.
Definitely. Vitality in Copenhagen try to fight head on. They try to take the fight to FaZe towards outside, and they paid the heavy price. You saw Zywoo being committed, Apex being committed, and Rain was on the silo just shooting headshots left, right, and center. This was a problem for Vitality that they almost couldn't solve if it weren't for Zywoo.
No doubt Karrigan will be coming
Vitality
into this
.exe
one, having looked
shutting
over
down.
that tape and being prepared with a new game plan. So what do you expect FaZe to be pulling out in this one, Maui?
Well, obviously, given that they've had a personnel change, Frozen is going to be
Am I going to go to the events next year?
That could tip the scales.
I'll probably be, I'll be going to Dallas.
He's taken up Frozen, that is, the spots of Twist. He hasn't actually gotten any of his old spots. He's now, because Rob's got his T-side spot that Frozen used to play, and Rain's still playing that outside yard defensive side. So this is a map for Frozen where he needs to just play in that pack and make sure that he trades off his teammates. We've talked about the teamwork and how it seems pretty good. Well, it needs to be airtight.
You think I'll be at one of the majors? Or you asked me if I'll be at one of the majors? If I get invited with like a streaming setup, I'd be down. But
Mersk MVP vote. Follow the link down below, and you can select one of these 6 fine gentlemen to be taking home that title. No bias here. You know who I'm going to be voting for, but yeah, make sure you have that say before this map does conclude. Jacob, you want to jump in and say maybe some other adaptations that you're hoping FaZe.
Fair enough, Joe. A lot of people didn't want to wait in the line last time either, which is also fair.
Test Frozen if he's comfortable in that position. He's playing that inner bomb side, CT side, and that can be hella hard when there's flashes, smokes, grenades flying around you. If Vitality is coming out with a blistering pace, then Frozen better wake up from the get-go.
I think Mezzi also will probably be under the spotlight. We saw that a couple times in Copenhagen where Karrigan tried to force the timing. I think FaZe identified that Mezzi had a tendency to leave his position, be a bit more rotate-oriented. That's a gaping hole that could be in the defense right there. So Vitality have to be ready for that and sometimes just stop them right in there.
Well, we are ready to see if FaZe can begin off that redemption arc, and hope lays on the horizon as Nuke is their pick, but it was tricky last time around. So Scrawny, Launders, how do you think this one's going to be going down?
All right, folks, it's time to get started, and it might be time to end. This is the second map of the Blast Premier World Final Grand Final between the worlds number 1 and 2. So for potentially one last time, Abu Dhabi, let's get loud!
What a wonderful place to end this year, with 1 and 2 locking horns, and with Vitality scaring FaZe to their core after Inferno. That one wasn't even close. Not
Score
for
prediction,
more than what felt like 3 rounds. Did FaZe even have a hand on this match?
10 FaZe.
And I think just like the desk allude to, Frozen under a microscope for me. Immediately, they go into the ramp, and we get Zywoo taking a quick glance outer. All the greats love to play outside on Nuke.
What's the incentive to have an event where there isn't a very large crowd? Well, I mean,
welcome to
this
the
is here in the bag, brother.
Welcome to Grand Finals Sunday. Mezzi has lurked this whole time. Back B site gets an easy pick.
Oh my God, he's still
got
just
support
chilling.
Not far away as well. Just staying alive here is excellent. The fact he drops a second player, even better.
All right, never mind. 13-4 in favor of Vitality. It's over.
Time to try and get crazy.
Looking at a round like that, it's the perfect example of why we're seeing such better maps out of Mezzi. You know, he's never had a structure like this. He's never been comfortably in position at clock versus an exec that's coming
Let's
to
switch
him.
up this crazy chat, but I just got to keep it real, you know?
Early.
Hold on, dude. 2 are gushed.
He has to get the bomb. That's the one thing.
Downstairs with a low HP player sitting on it.
Oh,
goes ahead and
hold on. This is taking way too long.
Spinx. Now the fact that he's also down to 20 HP, only 20 seconds on the clock. Frozen in black and red, looking for gold. just barely enough time to make this possible. They layer on top of one another, which means he could still do this. Frozen. Oh my God.
Oh my Jesus. I didn't want. I was just holding, bro. I was just holding my breath.
How did he avoid all of those bullets? Did he have an evasion aura? That was ridiculous. And that honestly, in the beginning of Inferno, we're seeing some.
That was a really nice try
from Vitality, even though they were still winning rounds.
I didn't want to say anything, chat.
Too close for comfort here, but they still are able to win, and they're the team that again, before this map started, 13 away from taking the entire thing. So, at least Frozen can show some presence, try to scare him a little bit. And yes, Mezzy is representing the UK with that 2K from the clock.
The one and only. God knows they waited long enough. Representation on the big stage, and a big event for him as well. A little cool back on that first map, but plenty of runway for Mezzy on Nuke. Right now we've got that solo AK on Rops. It's a curious situation. You had them that close, and maybe if these Glocks can give Vitality a false sense of confidence, if Rain could just pop somebody with the Desert Eagle, I mean, it all boils down to the Estonian. And Spinx just barely misses that timing. Now, all of a sudden, Rops looking for the head. And as the MP9 peeks in, he duels versus Rops, who sure enough opens this up. Now the pistols can flood out, and Rops has gone ahead to get a second. One AK and a dream.
Oh, it's a vent drop. The rotations are not in place just yet. They were both trying to go up to heaven. There's a chance for a plant and a chance to push as well.
The fact that they are getting bombed down at the 3v3 is the most FaZe shit ever right now.
A perfect
this
way
is
for
ridiculous.
FaZe to respond.
This is legitimately ridiculous.
Here from Rops to reinforce this setup.
I'm turning off the stream if FaZe win this.
Keep Rops in a position to go for trades. It's going to take mighty accuracy. Down goes Rain. Rops gets his third. His other teammate over towards the door. Apex duels with that one. That's info for Rops. Finally, he's dead. CTs don't need the kit. They get there in time to survive, but close rounds back to back.
I don't have to turn off the stream, thank God.
Once again to
I was bluffing, dude. I didn't want to turn off the stream.
10-second stick, and he is just such a part of the game right now.
The Cash Cup yesterday, it was chill. We beat the advanced team, and then we immediately played Nouns.
Best player on Vitality before this grand final.
We started to make a small comeback, actually.
It's still Zywoo to edge him out slightly in terms of rating. You could be the judge who you think was better, but fact of the matter is he's already showing that he's no longer nervous, he's more well prepared, he's ready for what Vitality want for him.
But still a glimpse of what could be out of FaZe. I feel like that's what we had back on Inferno as well. Close rounds to start, FaZe break through, and then all of a sudden Vitality just get their hands on him.
Yeah, the worrying part for me was the lack of sustainable rounds.
Remember to vote for your Maersk MVP at Blast TV.
Yes, that I do.
That's actually going to be a tough one. This time we'll see how this final continues to play out. It is definitely a fluid situation when it comes to the ratings. Zywoo,
come on, FaZe, come on.
Hip to hip right now.
Zywoo, no doubt, putting space between them on that first map. Guns in for FaZe on the cross. Well-timed nade, but it doesn't actually blow open the smoke. That one will, and there's a player down here in Mezzy.
Holy you two! Oh
nice
my
headshot.
God!
The push forward,
bro. What a fucking just.
That's not how that's supposed to
God
work.
damn, bro.
You could control.
That was 3 AC grenades used in that area.
I don't want to give that away.
In like 10 seconds.
Positionally, FaZe are okay crossing a minute. They have both options with Secret and Lobby still intact.
It's so hard to cheer. I like both teams so much. Then cheer for FaZe, bro, so we get 3 maps. What the fuck? Bro, it's simple mathematics. If you like both, you should want to see more. Map 3, baby. Fuck Vitality. Let's go FaZe.
Setup is to jump up to
fuck
are we looking for any rotations? Look at the
right?
CTs right now.
That's how you do this, dude.
Zywoo's in the open. Rob sees him. And that's nothing for Zywoo on the A-hold. But a missed Molotov to heaven. Just let Apex take a quick glimpse. We've still got players downstairs, so Flames is going to have to try to find a way up then. There's a little delay here because Apex is trying to go back around for the main wrap where a smoke grenade's about to go down. Then that molly does find its mark up in heaven, which means Spinx has been deterred for a little while. Bomb's ticking quick, and Flames the only kid. Spinx comes out from heaven, gets his. Brokey instant trade from behind the fence. Nice crossfire with Robs there towards Hut. Oh! Headshot on top to seal the deal.
It's about time we got a little Robs. And that was
quiet on Inferno.
That was that you know, very careful play coming out into upper site. He saw the gun model from Zywoo inside of heaven, playing up here in Fur from the hut, and then Brokey got the trade after he shot a little bit.
Fucking Rops is so fucking good,
Rops
man.
Is king of CS2, but it feels like more of an interim king as Zywoo's back.
Interim.
If FaZe want the series, they need Rops.
Rops hands down.
Rops straight up fucking acting as king for just a few months before they plot against him, dude. It's crazy. The switch up is crazy.
There it is.
Don't forget, Rops. Don't forget.
Rops establishing 5v4s faster than FaZe could ever get back on Inferno, but a well-timed peek from Apex as he just kept his head down. Zywoo's Desert Eagle starts to miss shots, though, so the pistols crumble under the weight of the follow-up into the ramp room, and FaZe seeming like they've got an open door to be.
Okay, another opener, as you pointed out. And when we talk about nuke teams, again, it's
Apex Vitality's IGL. Yep, has been for quite some time now.
When we talk about 2021, it was Na'Vi, it was simple. When we talk about 2022, it was FaZe, and it was actually more like Rain. You know, even though Brokey can have that impact, it was Rain playing that Nico role outside both sides. And in 2023, it's been Vitality, whether it's CSGO and maybe CS2 as well. That's a lot to stand up to. But FaZe have recent memories where they were the best. They're just trying to get back to that. And that's the thing you pointed out about Rain. Like, he was star of the show at Antwerp. That was the best nuke performance of the entire year. Him in that final at Antwerp, T and CT side.
Hell, go back one event.
MVP the event.
He was making a run for the top-rated FaZe player at Copenhagen as well, up until Grand Finals.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
Yeah, he's been impressively good, you know, at the new game, which is something that we expected. A lot of new players want to see Rops and these types of guys to fly out in front of.
Is it Mezzi in IGL too? Mezzi was an IGL on Fnatic.
Learning from them for all these years.
He was kind of like
prepping for the chance to pass
Mezzi's just the type of dude that will do whatever is needed for the team, including IGL. And he's incredibly talented, but I wouldn't say.
Now he just needs that consistency.
I don't think Mezzi was necessarily a bad IGL, but I'd rather him not be an IGL because he could. Yeah, he's super.
This could be a big talented. From Rob, so I just want to say the other day when we were talking about
good team player can
at the exact
do
same
so many different roles.
Rops had almost a mirrored scoreline to Nico. He was slowing down the moments. He was one-tapping a lot of the frags.
Who the casters, Scrawny and Launders.
A high number of kills. So if it could happen again, it
Door
would
alert,
happen
smoke.
on Nuke.
Ooh, this is interesting. They faked the wall smoke.
He does it again consistently.
Rops kills one going down the vent.
Really nothing matters other than where Spinx gets up to. Unless apparently Zywoo with a U. Whoa,
oh my god.
Settle down now.
Bro, the ragdolls in CS2 are so fucking good, man.
It was all about Spinx's solo M4, and he didn't even get a piece of the action. This was just a clean, easy upper take out of FaZe. How is this USP doing all this damage?
It's just in the hands of the right man. The other cool thing for FaZe here when we talk about Nuke is Frozen. The fact that, you know, he comes from Mouse, their best Nuke player. So they get to seal that away. Now, of course, Twist was one of the explosive players on the T side for FaZe as well. It's just about Frozen being able to supplant that. Could he pass him?
Oh, nice shot. Damn.
Zywoo is such a nuisance.
Oh my god.
Going down here, but that's still 2 USP kills. Spinx versus Rain. Hang on. All's good here for the one rifle of Vitality.
Chat, any primers, prime forgetters out there? Any member mommies?
Taken to the next round, but it's 3-2.
Damn!
On the start,
Lucy got a golden cap. Dude, everybody got that golden cap. I'm assuming only had one today.
Rops is a lobby lurk.
Apex.
Oh, they want 3 maps. Yeah, it's less sort of crazy aggressive, catch the timing, push a smoke. These default base round wins out of FaZe.
What up, Snow?
Oh. Connor hates this play. Let's see if it finally fails. It goes unchecked for now.
Same path from Rain, though, as last round in front of the red box.
He doesn't
Zywoo,
see it.
He's going to sniff him out. Now, Spinx gets
Oh,
some
here comes the
damage
upper pop through the door smoke.
He gets
Nice.
pushed. Drops just barrels out of hut with a teammate, and the Heaven player's dead. Nicely
Nice hit.
tethered there
Yeah, that
between
hit's always so
Brokey, Rops,
vicious,
and
man.
Kerrigan.
Yeah, crank that pace, FaZe.
They thought spraying on the close squeaky smoke was going to be enough to deter it, but FaZe
Oh,
just
man.
slipped right in with an electric pace here in round 6.
That's what always happens to chat. You go for the door spam, you hit him, you keep trying to kill him.
Just paying attention
You
to
run
the
out of
nades that were
ammo,
going
he has
down
1
outside.
health
That's the
left, and
first
you have to
level layer
reload,
of
and he's getting
complication
pop flashed through the smoke.
Kerrigan has added to the calling so far.
And
it's a
then
fast attack, but it
you just
feels
have
like
to
a
take
slow
the
one.
fat fucking L to the
And
forehead.
so when Zywoo gets his kill, you think there's going to be a moment of relief. But I think what happens is
Second map.
a full mag of ammo gets sprayed into Squeaky, the reload happens, and then they jump on it immediately. They say, okay, start throwing your grenades. We need to get out there. Maybe those 2 moments coalesce perfectly. Maybe they knew they could elicit the spam. Either way, it's a perfect punish.
Why BO3 and not BO5?
Thank goodness.
Well,
we're
you
in a
gotta
real
remember,
match
CS2
now.
came out in the middle of the Counter-Strike circuit. I know it feels like it's been out for a little while. Like,
felt similar. And X-Taz just
majority of this year was on CSGO, on MR15, and they didn't like
what Spinx would have done to have kept a few bullets maybe
instantaneously
in that bag, but
change
being
all the
full
formats.
dry,
I would suspect we're
just
gonna see
cowering
more
behind
BO5
boxes
finals
and
next year.
hoping he went unchecked.
Yeah, and post-Sonic vitality looks great. Talking about X-Taz coming onto the team seems perfectly fine, going 1-for-1 at events alongside Mezzy, looking for the 2-for-2. We credit Apex. We can also credit him.
That's the thing, is when Zonic was playing behind Apex, you know, we talk about integrating
No,
faces.
Kern.
Well,
They
you had
made
Zonic
Golden
to do
Cap
it
as
well.
pay to win.
Zonic, who had so much experience with Dupree, with Magis.
So I've gotten
they
it
came as a
twice,
core,
but
it
Twitch
just
implemented
elevated
this thing
vitality.
where
This
streamers
is
can
Apex
get
and his old right-hand man.
randomly you
Potentially
like get a
back-to-back
golden
trophy lips with
Kappa
Mezzy.
hype train or scam train, and then everybody
KCS
that
out of
gift
nowhere.
subs or puts like
But-
200
Yeah,
bits
it's
into
almost
it gets a
Operation
Kappa,
Parasite, the
a
way
golden
that
one.
they slowly weeded out the Danes.
Yeah, get him out.
Yeah, it's pay to win. Honestly, one of the better changes on
Very
Twitch.
much FaZe.
If you're gonna pay to win and I
Vitality
benefit
back to
from
reality.
it, W change. We love that, Twitch. Keep
Gonna get
doing more of
pressure
that.
on the A floor. Zywoo and Mezzy are so ready to go.
Yeah. They
Get
thought
some
that was
damage
on
as
and-
well. That was well timed by Flamesy, softening up a player that is an unconfirmed drop to the lower site. There is nobody down there.
They aren't
None
ready.
at all for Vitality.
Nah, I don't think we should expand the map pool, bro. I think we should just be changed more regularly.
Either.
Now it will happen, sure enough.
Okay.
Spinx not gonna let Brokey get away. Zywoo remains posted, but again, nobody downstairs.
Oh my god, they successfully opened the door.
What up,
without
Lucian? How you
anybody
doing?
knowing.
Oh, to your
Gotta
right.
push forward to
Actually,
tap
wait,
it,
no.
but
I
you
want
hear the
FaZe to
flip
win.
of the
Don't
scope.
look.
The first kill comes down. Kerrigan, 2 frags.
The switch up for me was crazy, but it paid off, dude.
And the rotator's gonna have no idea.
He's lurking.
There's
Let's
no
go.
idea for the ramp player. Apex is already dead. Only Flames to come
Almost
out with
fucked
more.
that one up, guys. My bad.
How did they pull that off? That's the best round so far called here from Kerrigan with his kills in the mix. This is the perfect balance between what we saw in Inferno and what we're getting now. They're getting the map control, they're getting the slight lurks, they're not overcommitting. And the
Yeah,
players
Nab,
who are
exactly.
entering are
Like,
still
I
with
think
the pack.
7 maps is actually really good.
Kerrigan
I
finds the
just think
perfect
that we
timing,
should have
and
a
that was
rotation
Brokey
of
with
them.
an option, Rops with an option getting lower, and Kerrigan with an option. So multiple points at which if they failed, they'd still have a chance of playing. That's what we
Maybe
want to see out
Caseman,
of
I
FaZe.
haven't really tried to
Rob's
mess
doing
with it.
exactly what he does best, adding himself to the equation, but doing it silently with the element of surprise. It still banks on Kerrigan getting those 2 kills, though. Pressing into him. Mezzy and Zywoo.
But that's what happens.
FaZe's IGL.
You know, we can call it luck, but that's what happens when you create luck. When you put Brokey in a position to catch someone off of timing, and you put Kerrigan in a position to catch someone off timing. When a team feels like they've survived one thing, they're not going to expect the second. They're not going to expect the third. That's where things just come flooding in, and it's no longer Apex smiling and laughing.
Fucking Apex is literally the best.
Because there are expectations
Apex
for their
is
CT
incredible.
side here on Nuke.
Love your tip videos. Hey,
Layers and
appreciate it,
layers
man.
on
Wait a
that
second.
one.
Tip videos.
And FaZe have pushed Vitality back into
Hold
another
on.
haphazard buy.
Which videos?
Rob's feeling unstoppable at the moment, and sure enough, he's got the sense, but didn't know
Okay.
which way to look. Too many
Well,
options.
Rops, that
overwhelming
was...
You're in the right to try to put it on. But this is a round. It's actually an anti-eco. Actually, it's an anti-eco. Is this the risk you want to take?
Yeah, no, it's not, Launders. I was about to say, are you on meth? Hell no, dude.
You just put an AK in
Bro, no way. That's like what I do in my face at free pugs when I'm trying to get more kills.
Pick up the tempo here. CT spotted on the smoke, but we've got a long range angle here from Zywoo. They lose 2 players outer. FaZe on fire and evening out.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to see best of 7s, bro. Get me out.
About the fact they don't have lobby.
I would argue even best of 5s, map-wise, doesn't always create the most compelling matches, actually. Gives you more Counter-Strike, but...
2 kills in an instant.
What is the pug? Pugs are like Face It, for example. It's short for a pickup game.
He damn well chooses, but Zywoo has been the end-all of so many players.
Yeah.
Emet on A denied.
Inferno wasn't his map, but it's still a great day for Rain, but Zywoo will deny it. The clutch denier.
Multiple 1vx's back on Inferno.
Oh shit, that's where I parked my car, dude.
Nuke, and until Zywoo goes down, the job's not done versus Vitality.
And that might have been a missed call here. This is Rops lurking out of HUD.
Classic Flom. You know it's not my car, Chad. I don't leave my house.
They were happy to pick that up. It's also a gun upgrade instantly into a player who has half armor or full armor and a 5v4.
I don't think you can fit in that, Flom. What the fuck?
We'll see if that's a mistake they can't afford. Oh, do they need to save him? That spread gets big sometimes.
He's okay.
What's up, Ocean Sailor? How you doing, man?
Oh, he can punish this now.
Yeah. Easy. Flash drops, but it's okay. He's able to exit. And I like that Mezzy gets aggressive as well. Off of the lobby frag. Now they've got trophy control, so suddenly...
This is how they came back.
Guys, he literally isn't leaving his house for his wedding. Okay. And...
That's how they happened to take Navi back on Inferno.
How crazy is it? I'm just going to wake up
play like they're winning.
And, like, get married. It's pretty lit.
You're the best.
Somebody's just jealous.
Very clearly wary of the possibility here. As he's about to have his hands full, shadow advantage. He knows it's coming. He's on high alert, and he tries to take the peak, tries to take the initiative. But now they will flood into the waiting arms of Zywoo, who misses his shot off the flash. And Rain simultaneously gets downstairs. I mean, he could post up on vent. So it's going to have to be Apex. It has to be. His support far off. Frozen comes wide. Apex keeps all his health. Flames picks up the upper kill, and Brokey able to answer back in the bomb site.
FaZe, I feel like made that clear on Apex. So extra.
Posted above on full display for any kind of a ramp retake. The CTs aren't coming in. No way.
Bro, Zywoo is...
the doorway. Rops off the top rope.
It's not fair, man. This is not fair.
But until they exit, he can hit them. Zywoo the first. Spinx, it's a beautiful split between the other two, and Vitality closed the gap.
It's perfect spacing and perfect pacing. That's a beautiful way to make sure they win that 3v1. Rops is on it today.
Sorry.
Blinder through the door. Another good start out of the round from Vitality. Another mistake from FaZe in the first few seconds. It is getting heated once again.
He's still just
the good news is Rain's activated. The bad news is so is Zywoo.
Oh my god.
I mean, man, you just said they play like they're winning.
The aggression is unbelievable here on all fronts.
What the
now,
fuck
at least
is this?
FaZe are already playing outside of lobby, so you'd think Rops will be just hyper cautious on the approach.
He's going to be extremely slow in this situation, and now that there's nades outside, there's so much information gained. I don't think they're expecting another push to come out, and we've got the full clear happening right now. This is so much for Vitality to work with.
How cautious can Rops truly be? As Rain tries to be his contrast.
Now, it can be a scorched earth strategy here outside as they give them space, knowing that they are missing some. There is no threat of an upper exec right now.
We've got Frozen just tucked behind Unbreakable. We got Rain on the golden gates of heaven.
Wow.
Nobody moving. Everybody has so many different positions, but nobody wants to make that final step.
Man, now it doesn't even.
Right now. The pass
you know what's crazy is Spinx pushing this early doesn't matter anymore.
First, this is a game of chess.
Because they're just gonna assume you see.
Mezzi's on high alert. Easy pickup for Mezzi from the corner. Frozen's up next, and he's got his name again. Now the threat of that A hit is real, but in reality, we've got bomb downstairs. And Spinx still committed to inside of lobby. You've got Zywoo in the
might force Robs into him though, at least now. Spinx might kill him now.
One after another. And with Decon swung, now the T's know that there's 2 down here. Zywoo's gonna try to close that distance into Bro.
He's coming for it.
Battle of the ops, he shuts the door.
Oh my god, he's just closing it. He's just closing. No fucking way.
No time, no round.
No, he can't keep getting away with this,
my god,
bro.
from Zywoo, the way he controlled that, him opening that door.
It's not.
He could have won that staying outside. He's trying to take it to the next level and doing it live.
Nah, bro.
Zywoo with a little ego.
No, man. This is so fucked.
He waited 5 years into his career when he already got #1 twice.
That's the way to
Amble,
do it.
thanks for the 16-month primer. Thank you.
The wedding is close. Congrats.
That is something different.
The wedding is close.
One bad CS2 event, and now we get this? He said it himself. He wanted to show a little ego, wanted to play with a little swagger in his step to prove it. Undeniable, unshakable, immovable on B.
Everyone had an excuse if they wanted to coming into CS2. He decided to learn. He said he spent every day.
This. It's so ridiculous from
fucking Robs is like, I'm coming, I'll help.
I've never seen that before. The one door opening that little into the shot.
It's nonsense. He can barely believe it.
It is nonsense.
And they go in again.
Why not? Up the ladder he goes.
Oh my god, this is a big blind spot right here.
But it's going to take time to get onto Silo silently.
Every round, Spinx has learned so much. Apex gets one frag. Spinx still goes unnoticed. Everybody's chipping in.
Robs has to activate inside lobby, so now that just reopens the possibility of
Guys,
Spinx, who's going to be coming in from T's
I know Zywoo's cheating, but like you can't crumble like this.
At least Robs has been able to get beyond his initial point. So suddenly Vitality are kind of scratching their heads. Like, where the hell did Robs get off to?
Robs is literally looking for him right now. He's literally looking for the guy on top site, trying to figure out when he's going to finally peak.
And Spinx decides to say, screw it. Let Robs go. Let me go clear outside.
Yeah, he's played this perfectly. I mean, what can you say?
It's going to be an easy shot to the back of Brokey's brain. It's going to be bomb down outer. And it's going to be Robs in a disastrous position here in round 11. He tried his damnedest, 13th frag on the round as he exited into the A site with that one kill, and he's looking for something else, nothing to tug on.
Yes, and he's
wait, what do we?
That info.
Huh?
Oh, wow, guess he had pushed Hut, and Robs decided to hold it one way. Spinx goes in again because he wasn't spotted last time. He ended up looking like the ramp player when he went to trophy side to hold the angle.
We're tugging.
Still never got spotted. So he had the right to do that again. We look at every single round here on this comeback for Vitality, and it has involved some kind of push, whether it was trophy.
Clear our mind. I'm clearing my mind, Jonesy.
Outside being the least
clearing
of
my
which,
mind.
Which is the most surprising part, because that's where the
wondering
CTs
where I'm getting my
most
next
often
tug.
Try to get their aggro in.
Looking for a tug.
What a comeback.
LFT, dude.
To see how Apex just leaned back and broad.
I gotta stop.
And then flames on the delay, right?
That's what that means, right?
As they try to respond to the first one to shoot.
Everyone got flanked this round. Every single person got flanked this round from FaZe.
You telling me that's not what it means?
Outplayed, outpositioned.
Wait, what have people been typing LFT for all this time?
Play, that's what that means. Because even a toddler holding a gun would have got those kills. That's the whole point. They came in behind FaZe. 3 different counts. That's the evidence.
I never knew what they were looking for.
Final round for FaZe to try and take.
I always thought they were looking for a team, but I think they're looking for a tug.
Not even majority guns.
Secret, bro?
The CT side that lies ahead, but momentum in the hands of Vitality. The confidence, the team play, everything in this head-to-head just makes you believe that Vitality
cannot be bested by FaZe. Outside of Sydney, the one-off
Hey,
in
Alex, I hope you
2023.
enjoy the videos. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
History states Vitality are better. Utility rumbling around Apex. Kerrigan gets an easy peek into the site. Rain, he'll best Apex. Spinx is stuck in the corner. He's got a teammate inside of the hut.
Come on, FaZe, come on.
Some damage.
Don't lose the half after how you started.
Rob's on only 9 HP.
Oh, there you go, Robs. There you go.
And Zywoo's still in the mix, and we
CD
always
again,
say it,
man.
as long as Zywoo's alive, then Vitality's chance right there with him. Nade to the wrong mark.
Rob's up top.
He's hiding with his head tucked down, just trying to buy as much time as possible. Both these CTs on the approach with kits.
He's trying to go back up. He's trying to go back up, but he hit his head.
Flamesy just down beneath him. Robs.
Oh, 1v1.
For yet another clutch. I think a fourth in this series. As Brokey's wounded and just on the deagles.
He's almost out of ammo.
Oh my. Finds his kill, but needs to find the bomb.
Bro.
It comes down to a matter of seconds, but Vitality.
This guy's literally fist bumping while defusing that close.
The 7th on the defense.
What if you let go of E? Jesus, this guy's got way too much confidence.
I would ask if the map
Me, I'd be pressing my E key so fucking hard, bro.
Yes.
I'd be staring at it.
What the fuck?
I'm like, don't you fucking move, dude.
Okay, repeat the question.
The fuck is this video? Chat, I'm running a minute 30-second ad, heads up. Brokey Kitchen Inferno.
It's the map in competitive pool.
Wait. We already know his is in the pool.
No, it's one question.
Could have saved that one. So, is it like, wait, how should I put it? Yeah, was this map being played in 2015?
Yes. Yeah, but you need to guess the position as well, no?
Yeah, but we forgot to guess the map first.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Step by step, bro. You have 8 questions, good luck.
Yeah.
Does the map have a window? Like a window position?
Window.
No.
That we call window.
No.
Ooh, okay, so it's one of those two.
Bro, what is this question? Windows?
Wasn't there a clip of somebody got somebody off the bomb? Yeah, it was Rain and Brokey.
Yeah, that's what we mean.
I'm so confused right now.
So we asked.
We call it window, you know, like Mirage window and Inferno.
There's no window on Inferno.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is it Inferno?
Yes.
Okay, now we're getting
That's
there.
the question.
Now we're getting there.
Yeah. Is it on A side?
No.
Okay, so that's mid and B. Yeah.
Second mid or apps. This is the A side.
Is it close to a B side?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe Maxi.
Is it close to mid or second mid?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Why are they making these faces when they make guesses, though?
Like, is it T-Apps?
Yes.
I would say kitchen.
Okay, we go for bridge and kitchen. Okay, is it bridge?
No.
Is it kitchen?
The name is not kitchen, but kind of yes, it's called living room.
Yeah, so that's what we call kitchen.
We're on the same page. Woo.
Old Inferno had a window on bottom mid. Oh, you're using the source version, yeah? Did that version ever come to go? I don't remember. Man, chat has no idea. That version never came to go, right? I don't think it did. Chat, if you look down middle, the T's used to be able to go into a house, and then, like, if you're looking, basically, if you look down mid as a CT on Inferno, chat, right when you, right above Mexi, the angle, there'd be a window, and there was a house you could go in there, and you could shoot out the window. I don't, it wasn't in 1.6, because in 1.6, you guys had the ladder and the platform, right? If I remember right. With a much wider
So we dive back into
Moto.
map 2 of the grand finals, the final tier 1 match of 2023. And we thought maybe this one could get close. FaZe had it again. A streak of round wins somewhere in the middle of a half.
They're just bots, brother. They don't even have to be in the chat, dude. Banning them does nothing.
Gotta
Just
set this
report
up
them.
at least. We got Rops 15-9, okay? They lose a little bit of a lead, but that was a T-side Rop. CD side is where he gets the highlights inside of ramp. So that's one position that'll be thoroughly strengthened here for FaZe Clan. as they attempt to make that CT side.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Map 3.
Now let's see what Zywoo can do. He's leading the charge into the ramp. We've got dual Berettas in the pocket. Brokey shuts him down, but then it gets away from him. He's got a teammate trying to
man.
help.
Wow. Really well done by
Players
Brokey.
in position, and they shred Vitality in the pistol.
Yeah.
Good pacing,
nice round
man.
out of Brokey. And a good hold overall, but more importantly, it was good to reinforce ramp. It was a good counterplay. This is like when I credit G2 for having such good CT setup for the T attack that's coming in. They always have a good read of what a team is going to try versus them. FaZe show that off right now. Rops goes out right away, and they still have reinforcements. They're ready for that.
Dude is hyped, bro.
FaZe to show us what they're made of now. This round's to tie.
I feel like this is a half
Thank you very much for the primer, by the way. Any other primers, prime forgetters?
And Rain can definitely go from 0 to hero on CT side, but double swing from the pistols. He's dead.
Oh, careful.
Oh, man.
Any member remembers in YouTube chat? Yeah, there we go. That's good. Yeah.
A taste of his own medicine. The trade back, but that's 2 players left. 1 spotted now.
They can't afford this.
FaZe.
It's got to be recovered by Rops.
How did you die that quickly?
Rops down to 20 HP. They're going to need a savior. And
it's like a mythic match.
Brokey's going deep into the lobby to make sure that one's clear.
Oh, man.
Rops falls down beneath. It's Tech9s and
FaZe
Deagles
is
out
getting
of Vitality.
phased.
It was a chance for FaZe. They look so happy with that ramp hold.
Man, mistake outside. I mean, I want to say mistake outside. Mechanical failure outside. From Rain, they need him to farm on CT side. He's going to be solo. He's a mercenary
He's
for
on
their
liquid
CT
now.
side.
He's on liquid now.
His individual level matters a ton, especially on Nuke. And that was 2 pistols to take him out, swinging through a smoke. It's going to happen. It just can't happen right now.
So I'm saying my box is getting all caught up too, and these motherfuckers just
when you thought they're gonna split
lose
pistols
so
for
fast.
momentum, CT side Vitality
It's crazy,
answered quick.
man.
Despite this, it would still be insane if Vitality were able to pull this out on T side rounds.
On T side rounds, frozen in the vents.
That's payback, honestly, for what Kerrigan was doing on Inferno.
Yeah, except for this payback comes at the perfect moment. I feel like this one hurts more. Down a map, up a pistol, only to have it taken away from you. And Brokey could very well die here. There's SMGs to lose if you're Vitality. Oh! And they don't even lose another piece. Brokey peeks into the stream of 9mm.
That's another big upgrade.
And we have Vitality to the 2-round lead, just instantly vacuuming all the momentum.
They're playing with house money right now. They've got 2 M4s and a
House
promise here on
money,
T side.
bro.
A massive steal back. They'll barely have to make an investment to finish off their buy.
Do you think Falcons tried?
FaZe are going to need more than
this FaZe roster
just
was an
ideas to be able
option
to
for
pull
them.
this out.
You mean
They
buy
have
them?
to raise their floor.
Yeah, I'm assuming they gave everybody offers. I mean, Twisted got offers. I think a couple others mentioned they did.
For ramp. I mean,
yeah, I just think they all declined,
there are
bro.
positions that are more important than others, and ramp depends on the type of map you get, but outside is always going to be incredibly important. That's why Rain is always going to be key.
And he was non-existent back on Inferno.
And people aren't just going to switch spots based on form. You know what I mean? So you can't just pray they go into your best player.
He's got to step it up. Stepping forward is Brokey's 5-7, but Zywoo flipping frozen. It's desperate for FaZe. It was always going to be on the force buy. It really feels like it's all about these pistols just serving up a distraction long enough for Robs to come out miraculously with that MP9. But Vitality, they're not going to make the same mistake. They're not going to step on this landmine. They'll just wait.
Yeah, they are looking to be persistent, but at their own pace.
They have the utility to do exactly this, but again, the closer they get to that vent,
does the season go to work? Oh, no, that looks like my CZ.
Wait, oh, did he get stuck or something? It's flames to make a difference, and Apex to close it.
And it looked like he hit
more
something.
of a distance between them and FaZe.
Oh my God, you can see why Apex was laughing in that first half. It never feels too late for him, I don't think. 9 rounds in the lead here.
I'm watching Atlanta after. Maybe. I want to see what the matchups
are. Even weaker buy to defend against double digits.
I'm being brutally honest with both the NA teams out. That
what have they got?
I'm a bit bummed.
The fall finals, it felt like FaZe got 5 rounds. This is already looking a little bit better when we kicked off Inferno and Nuke. But when we look back on the scoreline of Inferno, it was almost as bad straight up as the fall final. That game was supposed to be close. Pimp thought FaZe were going to literally take this one.
Zywoo a bit
and I can
overrated.
understand why.
Guys, if we're going to be baiting this hard in the morning,
that they've shown before.
I need you either to be primed or something. Like, I can't. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Pistols. There's a Zeus in play. And Apex getting dangerously close, but he will go ahead and reopen this A site. Pressure was mounting.
Is that your Windows noise? I was going to tell you, but that guy pissed me off, so I just let it be.
As it always should have been with USPs. Caught out by the MAC-10 of Zywoo as well, so it's extra money. And a 10th round posted by Vitality.
Jedi, thanks to the 21-month primer. Thank you. Not baiting for real.
Vitality's back-to-back series.
God damn it, man. That's worse.
Smooth.
They didn't even need Anubis in the veto to feel comfortable. Crazy
Go
to
back
say.
to just baiting.
At least in Copenhagen, the second map, nuke again. FaZe able to push it all the way. 13-11 was the final score.
Yeah, it's been starting like 7 in the morning.
Just a little more, and we could have gone all 3. FaZe could have had a better chance.
East Coast, that's
One event later, and we have Mezzy that much higher up on the scoreboards.
Prefer Rain to Zywoo. My brother in Christ, Rain is a phenomenal player, but you are on meth.
Between what's supposed to be CS2's #1.
All right,
They end this year with a statement.
I don't want. Listen, you're allowed to have this opinion.
Amazing performances,
but I no longer. I'm requesting that you no longer put your opinions in chat,
between him and Mezzy.
Or I will have to remove your opinions from
chat.
chat.
Even know what a meter is, right?
That's how bad they are.
The yard between him and Mezzy, and this is for his potential 18th MVP here. Winning tournaments, every single event for Vitality, being the MVP, getting MVPs for events they didn't even win.
I will not try to change your mind.
If he gets this one from Device in terms of MVPs in his career.
Born too late to surpass simple.
What's up, Ahmed? How you doing, man?
Pimp made it clear. Time was against Zywoo in CSGO. CS2.
Yeah, his goal is no longer to be the best player in CSGO. That chapter is closed. That conversation is finished.
Llama's kind of underrated, you know? That
time.
applies to you too now, Stan. Say some dumb shit again, I swear to God.
Right now, making it look easy. Frozen able to get downstairs. At the very least, you've got Zywoo on 30 health. Make your life a little easier. Wound him early on the cross. But it is going to bank very much on Frozen doing something here. A jump spot to just get information. It would prioritize Robs coming down the ramp. Frozen sees 2.
Oh my God.
Just wants to stay alive as he dive bombs the site itself. Double door swung.
What's up, Say? How you doing? Oh, hit 1K views on YouTube.
And where does it come from?
Nice.
All the while, Apex starts to take a glance up towards upper. Brokey's gonna be out in the open, but he has a teammate towards Hut and another one on main. It's Apex just playing with him a little bit. Flames has been bested on the one of 3 entries, and so suddenly this A site.
You always want it, and it's never bad.
A full denial.
True.
No chance here for Zywoo. That's it.
True.
This round's been stopped out. Every lurk stopped. They got a little bit fishy.
What's up, Kevin?
How you
doing, man?
They didn't know exactly where everything was coming, but every single individual put up theirs.
FaZe, please don't get
Rain
to
with
him.
2. Rain on 12 now.
That's what it's going to take. Every single one of the FaZe members to cool off Zywoo. Now, he has support, and he has throughout the event, but he is still just above the odds.
Kevin.
There is no other. That one looked solid.
New Year's plans? Are we doing long streams? Oh, man, I'm getting married on the 30th. I don't know if you know, but
Flamesy softening himself up, dying to the first
I probably won't be live.
Yeah, true.
Making Rain's job a little easier.
Christmas, and then I'll probably be live again for like a couple days, and then I'll be gone again, and then I'll be live again.
When you switch to your knife, now you need to be at the middle of the silo in the front.
So safe to say, 24-hour stream for New Year's, baby. Changed. Hell yeah.
Gave away the edge. Right back onto the rooftop is Flames, looking for revenge against Rain. He's trying to puff his chest, but there is that challenge potentially for the red cross.
This is the perfect starting zone for a CT rifler that wants to have impact, but we have 3 crossed.
Unspotted.
Unspotted, and for now, unheard.
Or maybe they caught the tail end of it, because Robs is just running downstairs.
They just don't have full info on numbers, and Rain gets spotted.
He's pinned in.
This can reveal the
Ever
setup.
play with PTR Flum? Oh, like on a team for a little bit on Luminosity. We're on the same team for a bit.
Keep him preoccupied.
How much worse does this get? We've got one watching for a lobby default. Spinx.
Separate lurks.
Can you hide from him?
Frozen just gets back. All the while, Kerrigan, he's starting to take some room over towards Trophy, so it's a very proactive one here from FaZe. Kerrigan comes into lobby and gets caught, though. Spinx with a great reposition, but that does allow for the double CT setup downstairs in sight. Rob's using the silo as cover. Brokey, it's a one-and-done. Rob gets dinked and Zywoo takes his head off. Plenty of time as well for this bomb to go down with a double-man advantage.
I think this might be GG because this is going to completely torch their money, bro. They have to save this. You just have to save. They need both weapons to even have a chance at this right now.
With Vitality this
you lose the fights that clean.
Point, he doesn't want to take that risk, and it will cost them.
Oh, like he was on duty right there, but the cross happened. Nobody was back in hell. There was no Brokey holding it with
Spinx
There
is
was
still
no
here, and
info
Frozen
right there,
thinks that Spinx still might be here.
They maintain lurks. Spinx so crafty, changing it up with his lurks, and that's why he, for me, has been the lurker of the year.
Looking to shut it all down, too. Frozen's gun hits the ground.
For me, even over Rops this year, you know, a lot of the lurkers this year have made strides, massive strides. Blame F has made massive strides. Rops has become more than just a lurker, in my opinion. Spinx is staying more traditional with the role and yet being so creative with it. So hard to catch. And you know, everybody's watching his demos to figure out which playstyle he's going to bring out. But he has brought massive consistency and a resurgence back to a role that a lot of people thought was going to fall out of favor completely. With the way that people have been studying the game in modern CS, it feels like, oh, it was impossible to do what Get Right did back in 2013. Spinx has been able to find a way to do it again over long periods of time. Lots of LAN events. Minimal time to go back into the workshop and figure out a new way to play. Same maps,
Thanks
okay, in CS2, they just look a little different.
We go back to Vitality CT
so
side when they were getting squeezed.
I don't know. I have to look at the win percentage at the moment. I definitely don't think.
And then eventually they started to. Well, Frozen
is.
Step out
I wouldn't say T-sided.
Caught Spinx.
I wouldn't say it's T-sided, but it's good.
Instead, there wasn't even a second player there. It's not like Frozen was freed up to do anything else. He was just playing an A site.
It's not uncommon to get 5 rounds on T-side nuke right now, even if you don't get pistol.
And when it comes down to taking Vitality out of this head-to-head, devil's in the details. It's going to be a fast one now. Okay. Spinx, a total contrast to the previous round.
Yeah, they tried to get him on the vent drop. While the pressure comes outside, Bomb still left back, so they were just looking for map control.
Damn,
but
wait, look at all this space.
There's no
Holy
eyes out here whatsoever.
shit.
No Warden in the watchtower. No op on Brokey.
Bro, wait, they have no idea. And Rain got timing. Oh, man.
Far and few between for FaZe Clan.
Can he pop up? Will he be able
to away? He's down to 43.
Oh, now they're getting tied up. There's 2 pieces of resources there. The lurk continues to build. Oh, but Brokey,
holy,
good
a
awareness.
shadow angle is there? I didn't even know.
I had no idea he was out there.
Just wary of the possibility.
Chat, did you know there's a fucking shadow angle there? Because I didn't.
Gonna clear it.
What?
Is A site open? Because you've got another player wrapping around in heaven, and Zywoo.
Dude,
I mean, it's one thing to lose the 4v5, but this was 3
no
players
way,
left
5v3, they can just walk around, they get 2 double entries and then molly the rest
for the time being. As he gets his.
He keeps going. That pre-clear.
What?
That was supposed to be one free one for Kerrigan. He gets exposed.
Bro, that was a 5v3, man.
A little bit of spam damage on the vent. But Rain, it feels so desperate, and we've already seen FaZe just sulk away from these kinds of retakes because it doesn't feel like they can do this.
Yeah, broke. They have no Molotov.
It doesn't feel like they can stop them because Vitality in a
you lose a 5v3 to 2 people walking out of hut.
Like it's nothing.
Oh
Here they
my
are on championship point after this round in another beautiful default, showing a lot of variety with their attacks. Slow, fast, getting away, getting into secret, and countering this particular defense that involved double secret, and this is 4v5 with Spinx dying first. 3v5.
They also lost Apex as he tried to push ramp. They lost the other half of the exec. All they had was 3 players
Ninja with the Twitch primer. What a fucking name.
Sat there praising Kerrigan. Instead, he is the first link to fall inside of the A site. Off of the doorway, Mezzy just steps ahead. trying to catch up to Zywoo, but I mean, Zywoo is simply the best. 21-10.
Oh, dude, he's getting in my face, dude.
Never stop believing. The embodiment
Never stop
of FaZe.
believing.
Drink that Kool-Aid.
They're gonna look at you. You give them the energy, they will absorb it.
The dude was like all up in my face. I was getting anxious. It's crazy. This is what it's like to be socially inept, chat. Holy fuck.
It does feel like Vitality are untouchable.
It's me.
It really
I'm
does feel like
socially
they're just
inept.
on a different level. I mean, I told you last night I thought that this is going to be the same thing as the fall final. I thought Vitality was going to show us how far ahead they are of every other team. And when the game started, I was like, okay, FaZe are bringing something a little bit different. Maybe things change, but
what?
No,
Hi,
it looks like it is that result. We've got 3 MP9s to defend the whole tournament.
You wanted FaZe to do well. I did too, buddy. I know.
Comes close. But in the biggest moment, Zywoo yet again in the spotlight shines.
Wow, over 150 damage done right there with the MP9. That's not small. No kills, but that sets up the other smaller guns, right? That makes
just pet my doggo real quick. Deck 6 to the 35-month reset
on the map.
Just so I can feel a little bit better about how underwhelming this finals is.
Not going to be the case. It's a great call for Vitality to just use the distance, use the gap, and honestly, keep abusing range. Slow series, and he loses his head to flames.
Oh, look at this.
Zywoo has an abundance of teammates nowadays to also bank on. Mezzy right behind him coming into the grand finals. Apex looking like he has just ran back years of lackluster fragging.
Next to the 43-month primer, thank you.
And Apex has found a route into the A site just like that. 5v2.
That's good, yeah.
Because no matter how hard FaZe tried, and no matter how great they
got
looked
some
at the
crazy
dawn of
hard
CS2,
entries on this T side, I feel like, on like 2 different rounds.
And stomped them out not once, but seemingly twice.
Susie, thank you very much for the 7-month primer.
The bane of Kerrigan's existence, as it felt like they were just gonna run away with CS2. Spinx on full HP, ready inside of main. There is not a damn thing that FaZe can do. Brokey with an auto shotty. It reeks of desperation and the greatness that Vitality bring to the server yet again.
They've done it. That's the world final, the fall final.
Well,
Game
that was underwhelming.
Paris and Rio all in 1 year. Vitality with Apex and 3 different members, 3 different teams.
Bro.
Have proved it over and over again.
Proving it this time as well without Zonic, right? Without the Danes, without some of the most decorated Astralis players of all time, because it felt like maybe that's what propped up Apex. It felt like he had shoulders to lean on, but this one's his. Upcoming fraggers, unproven entities, and a string of events to be proud of in 2023.
An unbelievably difficult last tournament of the year, and the world's #1 and 2 going again at it.
Well, one positive out of all this
finals. What's wild, Mo,
for waking
is
up
that this is #1
right
and 2.
before it went live.
But the
Good
gap
viewership.
between them
Thank you for all of you that are hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
We saw incredibly well-rounded Counter-Strike, perfectly polished. The pearls of Abu Dhabi, FaZe Clan. They are indeed at the tail end of 2023. Your Blast World Finals Grand Champions!
There goes the bitrate, boys. 07. Will never not say the bitrate line. I can't unsee it, bro. It's just like a blob on my screen for 10 seconds.
Vitality have done it once again. This time the World Final Trophy is theirs, and Xtaz, this seems to be quite a nice reunion
Yeah, I
for
think
you,
we
mate.
need
What a
best
time
of
to
5
come back.
finals,
How does
chat.
this one feel?
It wouldn't have changed this final, but my God.
Stuff, possible, right? I just want to say something. Stop saying you have the best in-game leader, blah, blah. Apex is the best in-game leader in the world. No contest at all. Thank you.
Now, Spinx, you join this team. You come and take the major. You come to see the dominance. You start to see this all go the way through. But here, you've done it now back-to-back events with another new teammate in here. Does it feel much different?
Actually, no. The team feels really same. We keep the important rules we had in the all-day roster, and I think this is the key for us to succeed. And I think we have a great captain. We have a great staff behind us, and that's the reason we can succeed so fast with such a new team.
Now, Apex, I want to ask you, mate. You have a long year. You give a lot of energy. You give a lot of emotion, but you still don't seem tired. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, mate. When you win, it's most likely pretty easy, not gonna lie. The year has been crazy. We won almost half of the tournament we made. I can tell you we had a lot of struggle during the year, changing 2 players twice, having the coach leaving us, and having some rough tournament like EPL finals and Sydney. But we always came back because we believe so much in this team, and I'm so proud of everyone having Remy back. I really want to win one major together because he deserves that. So that's gonna be the main goal next year. And for the British, what a better way to enter? What a better way to enter in a tier 1 team? Because yeah, I mean, before I think it was tier 1, tier 2, it was a bit between. So I think it's just amazing the journey we have, and for many more. But thank you for 2023, vitality year for sure.
I think we agree with that. It was definitely the year of vitality, and it was also the year of you, Zywoo. You came through, you said about playing with a bit more of an ego, right? We all read that quote, we all saw it. We saw some very stylish no-scopes coming out playing with the doors as well. You almost seem to be having fun with moments like this, mate. How do you do it?
I just press E, I'm just closing the door, I don't know, I'm just happening. And most one with the no-scope. But yeah, most likely I'm just feeling good, obviously, on CS2.
And do you feel like CS2 is your game? Do you think this is where we see the real legacy of Zywoo? Because we spoke so long about you chasing behind Simple, right? That you quickly started to match up with him, but here you can overtake him.
I'm just feeling good on CS2 for me, the same.
On the upcoming wedding
CS2 for me the same. I'm just feeling good, I'm just playing my game. Obviously at the beginning I had some struggle, like you said, with my ego, but obviously we just need to train, playing, practice, and yeah, after that the feeling is coming.
We're going to see some more ego plays?
Of course.
Hey, that's what they want to see. We want to see some more Zywoo ego plays, right? We were calling you Sir Merryman, according to Apex, mate. So he just said about winning a major.
To the 420,
obviously
and
for you two, that would be
congrats to
very
you as well,
important,
brother.
But do you think you'd get like a knighthood back in the UK if you win that?
Yeah, maybe so. But it's been a good start, and hopefully we can just keep pushing on. Like Dan said, the goal is the major, and we're going to keep working hard, keep grinding, and we're going to do it, so.
And talk to me about this hard work that's going into it, because you mentioned yourself, right, the first event you played in Copenhagen, you wanted to give more. This event, we saw you come more alive. Is there more to give inside of you?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is just the start for me and the team. We had these goals to do well at these tournaments, and that's what we've done. And next year is where we build this momentum and just keep going with the confidence.
I like it. Keep that momentum going for sure. Now, Flames, you were feeling ill, but yet you didn't seem to struggle so much, mate. You still get it done. No problems?
I mean, if we win when I have headache, then I don't doubt
True,
the team when I
Scarborough.
don't.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Scarborough.
I think everybody played well. Everybody gave me energy, so it was easy to stay good.
You said you have a headache. You have to sit next to Apex. That can't be easy.
Maybe that's what causes my headache. So. I'm joking, but no, sitting next to Apex is also it also helps you a lot. They give you a lot of energy. So having a headache next to Apex is the best thing I could ask for.
And lifting another trophy certainly is as well. A fantastic year here for Vitality. So Abu Dhabi, Counter-Strike fans of the world, put some respect on Team Vitality's name, because they are not only the best team of 2023, they are your Blast Premier World Final champions, Team Vitality!
Vitality came, Vitality saw, and Vitality conquered. They end 2023 clad in gold, and yet again dissecting FaZe in just 2 matches. We're talking about 5 trophies with 3 different rosters just this year alone, Matthew.
If the Atlanta matches are good, I might watch them. I might just pug today though. Kind of in a pug mood. Let's see. VP Mongols is probably good. Oh, VP's about to knock out Mongols. It's feeling like a pug type of day. Let's see if anybody's awake. Hey, Dave's awake. Gaming question mark. No, Pete. Let's see if Dave's gaming. Plant C with the 10-month primer. Thank you. I will say this, chat. I'm going to restart the stream real quick with a delay because it's just been kind of bad. It's been kind of bad. So I kind of want to just vibe out and not get salty. Sunday equals poker day for Pete. Yeah, that's what he says, but he's a liar, dude. We all know it. Hey, what's up, Kyle? How you doing, beautiful? Kyle, are you playing SOD at all or no? No? Classic is butt. Your butt. Your fucking butt, bud. Yeah. Let's do... I will delay that before I forget. All right, ciao. Be right back with delay. All right, be right back.